Yo! Yeah!
Wow. I love the dub.
What's going on, Clarksville? And good afternoon to you. And welcome to the Joe Padilla Show.
Howdy, y'all.
It's where talk radio meets live music. Absolutely. It's Friday.
Finally Friday.
Good Friday. So the kiddies are off from school. A lot of people are off from work. So I hope you're enjoying your day out there. Hopefully we can add to your enjoyment here in the program.
Or maybe you can join us and increase our enjoyment.
Yes, increase our enjoyment.
What?
Yeah.
Like a Colin or something. Hey, check in. Hello.
Bring in some food.
If you want to call in, 931-645-6414. We got a bunch of giveaways here. I got to get rid of these Berry Bear freebies. So
Awesome.
yes, we got tons of Berry Bear freebies to give away, especially tomorrow. It's supposed to be really nice, 70 degrees, right? Sunny.
Yeah, and
Washington.
everybody's on spring break now, too.
The spring week was over
For the
here.
colleges.
The
Oh,
little,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little
Okay.
people,
Oh, for the little people?
all their little people
Yeah.
are off right now.
Yeah, take your little people, take your midgets
Yeah.
over to Berry Bear.
They like ice cream,
Your
too.
munchkins.
Midgets eat ice cream too, and froyo.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're always watching their
a
food.
lot.
How do they get those
I
Vienna
don't
sausage
know.
fingers?
They're all kind of chubby, aren't they?
Sky,
They are.
did you go to the midget tossing
I,
bowl?
no.
No. What was that? The cowboy was doing it?
I guess
They
no.
were
That was
doing
the
midget
wrestling.
wrestling.
That was midget wrestling.
You're chilling.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, get rid of
Let's
it.
look at that cold busted girl.
I heard that big one.
I was enjoying it so much.
What flavor
It's
was
like
it?
a cow chewing
Spearmint, it
cud.
was delicious.
Spearmint?
Spearmint.
Alright, whatever. Moving on.
I used to love that Big League Chew back in the day. You guys
Yeah.
remember Big League Chew?
Yes.
Where you pretend to be dipping?
Yep. We were all playing Little League Baseball,
Mhm.
6th graders, and big dips in our mouth.
Choking out a lot of gum.
And we just imitated all of our heroes back then. You know, our batting stance, okay, we would change it up to be like Julio Franco, to have that ridiculous batting stance. Mark, do you remember Julio Franco?
Vaguely.
Okay, no.
He wasn't born yet.
Yeah, he was alive. He was alive.
He was.
He was well and ready.
Mhm.
But, yeah, who else? Larry Bird, when I used to shoot hoops.
Babe Ruth.
I used to like shooting like
Babe Ruth. That's
Yeah,
Till my time.
When I partied, I tried to be like Babe Ruth.
Right?
Who was it that used to put their bat way?
That was
way up
Julio
there?
Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Julio Franco. Eric Davis had it at his hip.
Yeah, Ichiro
Yeah.
was pretty funky too.
Yeah, Ichiro was a popular one
With the toe.
to emulate.
Ichiro.
That guy was a great hitter. Great hitter. Knew where to place the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Show covers your headlining news, provides stimulating conversation, brings you live incident performances. With what, Bay?
Unscripted.
That's right. Yeah. Bay, who was your favorite baseball player?
King Griffey Jr. and Frank Thomas.
King
and,
Griffey Jr.
And Bo Jackson.
Frank Thomas and Bo Jackson.
He knows baseball.
Mhm.
All black. No white guys?
Well, I hope to tell you some Seiko.
Okay, well, it's Spanish.
He's
Yeah, we're getting
it's
closer.
the same
It's
thing.
getting lighter.
Warmer. Come on, keep going. Who else?
Head north. Oh, you did.
Let's see.
Come on, name one white guy in baseball.
Grr.
Oh.
One white guy. That's all there is.
Aw.
I can't. I'm
That's
going
okay.
with
Sony Salsa.
No.
You just went colder.
Very cold.
Oh,
Ice cold. Ice cold.
No.
What?
Chief.
Is that guy named Fingers, Rolly Fingers?
Yeah, that doesn't count though.
He's white.
You got,
Right?
Someone on line one, sir. But yeah, okay, Bay. I mean, it's all right. Whatever. You know what? I can't name any right now either.
Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
There you go.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken.
Yep.
Nice, Mark. Keep going.
Greg Maddox.
Okay. All right.
Mike Piazza.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good choice.
Yogi Berra.
Yeah, but that's too old.
Yeah,
That's
he's
too old.
really old.
Sean White. No, wait, that's
Intern Thomas, good to see you here today. Good to see you. I didn't expect to see you because it's Good Friday, but I'm
Yeah.
glad you're here. We need you today. We got a
Oh,
big
who else
show.
we got?
Oh, Trevor's here too.
You
The
guys.
dynamic
All
duo
you guys
here.
are here. What are you guys doing here? It's Good Friday. You guys didn't have off from college?
No.
No?
So,
Oh, well, welcome.
I had
Get to
both.
work.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's not Good Friday.
It's
Get
not
to work.
good, yeah.
Right.
Get to work.
It's mediocre
You're
Friday.
supposed to be here. You're late, actually.
Yes, line one. We got our friend of the show here, Country Boy. Checking
Country
in.
Boy.
Country.
Woo!
How are you, brother? Yeah, doing
Hey.
great, my friend. You know,
Friday.
what do you got going on this week? I mean, you're always a busy guy. You must have something going on.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. We got
Yeah.
Courting for a Cause.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? That's right. Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. Now, what time you guys go on tomorrow and where at? Nice. $10 to go see Stitches. You can't go wrong with that.
Mm.
It's
And
a
that's
good
what-
price, man.
Over at the warehouse. Is there any events going on Easter Sunday? Because Easter Sunday is this Sunday.
Yeah.
Let them know what
Yeah,
Easter,
I don't
mate.
think so.
Easter
Yeah.
egg.
Oh yeah, you
hunt.
got Easter. I forgot that Easter is.
There you go.
But Country Boy, real quick, you want to win a Berry Bear frozen yogurt? Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Take-
Celebrity fact or crap. Okay, I'm gonna give a scenario, then I give a celebrity. After I give that celebrity's name, you tell me whether it's fact or crap. Make sense? Okay, here we go. We'll go with celebrity dead or alive, okay? This celebrity is dead. Fact or crap, okay? Gene Wilder played the original Willy Wonka in the movie. That is crap what? He is alive. Very good. That's one, sir.
Yeah.
Two more and you get it. Out of 5. Leonard Nimoy played Spock, Star Trek. Dead or alive? He is dead. Very good, Country Boy.
He's good at this.
All right. Bernie Mac, stand-up comedian, funny guy. Well, you got 3 out of 5. You are correct, sir. Nice job. All right, Country Boy. You're going to Berry Bear frozen yogurt and ice cream.
Just pace yourself.
Here, you want to finish off that list? See how you do. If you can go 5 for 5, we'll double it. We'll give you 2 freebies if you get all 5. Okay, here we go. James Belushi. Man, no
Got
curveball
you.
on this
Look
guy.
at
Good
that.
for you. You are correct, sir. James Belushi is alive and well. Well, I don't know if he's well. He's kind of tubby.
Yeah.
Last one for that double freebie. You can double fist that Berry Bear frozen yogurt in your hands. James Gandolfini. You sure about that? Do you know he was in The Sopranos, right? They were thinking about making a movie about The Sopranos. Sir, you got 2 Berry Bear free
That's what I'm
frozen
talking about.
yogurts. Nice job, Country Boy. No tricking
Yeah.
Get our done.
He really pays attention, doesn't
you.
he?
Nice job. Look at you. You're so smart, man. Yeah. I was Googling it the whole time. He had Siri held up as soon as I was saying
I don't
it.
know. He
Yeah.
was really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she said. And,
Aw.
but yeah, I mean, tomorrow you can catch Country Boy at Wicked Good Sandwiches when we're doing Courting for a Cause. Ladies, if you like the guys with the beards, this is great. You can bid on Country Boy because he's got a beard like no other.
And he's more than just a pretty beard.
That's right. That's right. He's a smart fellow. Yeah, you can play a bunch of somebody effective cracks. Country Boy, good checking in, and definitely go check him out. Also at the warehouse. That's right. He's going to be opening up for the one, the only Stitches. Nice job. Thanks, Country Boy.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it, brother.
Country Boy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not a big. When did he say he's opening up? Saturday?
Saturday at 8.
Yeah.
When we have
8:30?
quoting with the quotes? At 7?
I thought we were going to be there at 6.
Yeah.
Starts at 7. Maybe he's taking his date to watch him perform and then dinner.
See?
That could work.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
You might
Yep.
have to go first.
Dinner and a show.
You might have to be one of the first guys. And you don't want to be the first person up there because, everyone's trying to save their dollar. They want to see the actual physical merchandise, before they start spending.
Oh,
You're not backing out, right?
I didn't know that we were stripping for this.
You're still doing it, right? I know you had second
I'm
guesses.
really nervous about it.
Don't be nervous. And it's too late to back out. It's too late. You know what I mean?
It's never too late.
Like, I know you're second guessing it, but it's too late.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll just-
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It'll be
I was
good.
freaking out.
Why? Why are you freaking
I don't know.
No, it's fine.
This is a long.
We're all gonna have
all this
fun.
Dating is crazy.
No, but it's not like a real date.
Okay.
It's
You never
not.
know. You might fall in love.
There's a whole piece
No,
of
AJ.
Just
That's
saying, you might.
See?
There's
AJ's like, you might fall in love.
there's a whole paperwork process where these people have to go like, listen, okay, you can't touch.
We will not like each other.
Right.
Okay.
There will be no stalking afterwards, and plus,
Okay.
I think a bunch of us are going to go as a big group to the
Okay.
Texas
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
There you go,
it's a little
safer that
bit
way.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Okay.
So we're all going to pick a big day to go on a
Okay.
big date over at the Texas Roadhouse. We're going to pack it up.
You're getting your date's van.
Yeah, well,
I know, like we'll all ride in separate cars. We'll see you later. Never heard from again.
Anybody seen Sky lately?
It's like a nightmare. Like, ah.
But it's good. We're raising money for a family that needs help with transportation
Yes.
costs as they handle their MS situation. And, multiple
You gotta have transportation.
There you go.
Yep.
Man, let's see what else. Fat Bottom Trivia was last night. That was pretty good. Another packed house. It doesn't even matter. People just show up now. It's great. We did the Facebook video live feed for them, which is tough because there's a lot of cursing in the Fat Bottom Trivia.
Kind of hard.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To censor it like that.
Yeah, it's
Just
really
put it on
tough.
silent and just
I mean, you
hear
just
it
tell the
talking.
audience, everybody watch your mouth.
Hell no, because they're all, at the-
Periscoping.
They're gonna give you the high five.
I'll tell you what, the Periscope is just
That's
dying.
just history.
Huh?
I took mine off.
Facebook.
I don't know because the companies are adopting it. Companies are adopting the Snapchat and Periscope. So
But celebrities and movie companies are adopting Facebook Live for their movie
Yeah.
premieres.
Right. And I see the outreach compared to when we do Periscope or video live feed on Facebook. I mean,
Right.
the outreach is just not even close. It's night and day in favor of Facebook Live.
Right.
Oh yeah, of course. That's where everyone already is.
True.
Right.
You don't have to pull them to another app.
Everybody is always right there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt. Can't wait
Skype.
for Tinder to have one. Tinder video
Yeah.
live feed.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You can physically, in live person, just swipe right on someone. Nope.
That'd be so weird.
That would be
Oh,
amazing.
it's like chat
Hey, how
roulette.
you
Yeah.
doing? My name is Cheryl. Swipe left.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
Right?
I took that picture 15 years ago.
Here's-
So I actually was like, bleh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. They got to stop putting pictures up there. To be honest with you, I really.
I found out a secret.
Well, what's the
What?
secret?
I saw a modeling agency that was we are happy to have our models now be part of the Tinder community. So basically, they just get models from modeling agencies to make fake.
Yeah, no, I see that a lot. I see a lot of these fake profiles. I see a lot
What?
of people that I know too on there.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
Interesting.
you go in there, like, hey, babe. I mean, no, that means that would be in the men.
That would
men
mean
one.
that yes, that would.
You just say the thong,
Yeah,
you know
look
what
at
I'm saying?
What's he trying to say? You think?
I know.
No,
Some
you're
weird
not on
covert
Tinder.
confession here.
No,
You're not on.
but if I can make some money, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
how can you make money by modeling?
I get, yes, he is handsome. He
I
is.
think you can model.
If I can find that, yeah.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Tinder model Bay hanging out.
Wow.
That'd be a great guest. So, Bay, how's the modeling career? Well, all right. Let's get into what we are gonna get into today, and that's Clarksville.
Saying.
This week has been something very special.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at the guests we've had so far.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Vice President of Austin Peay State University, Derek Vandermeer, was hanging out with us,
Yep.
and not just coming in here and just chewing the what's the
Fat.
phrase?
It's
Chewing the
fat,
fat.
yeah.
Right, not just chewing the fat.
Which
with
just
us.
sounds disgusting to do.
I was gonna say chewing the poo, but that's shooting the poo. Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I can't curse. Use baby words.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a curse by his evil godmother.
Terrestrial radio. And so we had Austin P. Plus, how about Doctor Who? Colin Baker.
Doctor Who.
World famous Doctor Who,
That
Colin
was
Baker?
great.
You guys are like starstruck, yeah?
No.
Especially you, Sky.
No.
Wait. First of all, I never get starstruck from anyone. You can't say you guys and look
He's
at
not.
me.
No,
Oh, I'm
he
looking at
just-
you,
he
looking
just
at
meant
Sky.
He was
Yeah,
trying
Sky,
to not
right.
single me out.
I mean,
He was being nice.
that guy was busting my chops.
He was. He's on you, man.
Love to
Yeah.
bust it right back.
Yeah,
Like
he,
white on
he
rice.
apologized to me. He's like, "Did I go a little hard on him?" You know, and I was like, "Nah."
No, he likes it.
needs it.
He liked
likes
it, Ed.
Notice we didn't clap for him when he, ladies and gentlemen, notice we didn't give him a round of applause.
Well, we didn't.
Nope.
We didn't get him the clap.
They don't
Oh.
do. They don't do that in England. We didn't.
That's why I did.
Yeah.
I wanted to make him feel at home.
Tradition.
But we'll actually be hanging out with him later on tonight.
Yeah.
Right after the show, we'll be going over to F&M Bank where they're having the ConG VIP party. ConGT.
There you are.
ConGT.
The ConGT.
I don't know why I freak out and just get quiet.
You do.
He was so awesome. I was like, "That's so awesome that your doctor is so awesome."
You did the
I
same thing with
couldn't-
Steven
I couldn't say
Tyler, though,
anything.
too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I still manned up.
Yeah, to get a picture.
Yeah.
She, hands me the phone, pushes me out of the picture.
I was like, "Watch this sachet." Boom, boom, boom.
I'm trying to get myself in it some way. It's not happening.
Nope.
Nope.
He's trippy.
She keeps pushing back. No, further back.
Poking in the eye.
My Steven Tyler.
He's
You go.
mine.
He's mine.
And then when he held her hand, he's like,
There it is.
He did that.
I'm not getting my picture.
Till he washes his hands.
Yeah.
But also, Hannah Bethel, great line.
Yes.
Oh.
She's so
Good.
good.
She's amazing.
And I'll tell you what, I listened to the rebroadcast. So you can check out every episode rebroadcasted on the SoundCloud site there, which I love. All right, but man, Chris Kline, that sounded great on the rebroadcast.
did.
I couldn't
Miranda
really.
Lambert's guitar
Right, I mean,
was on the show.
for a reason. He's Miranda Lambert's
Hey.
guitar. Ah, Josh Rogas, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Miranda Lambert, when she picks people, she's picking the best.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that guy is damn good.
Hey, Maud said, that man's talented.
Yeah, that man has a gift. I mean, his whole traveling.
Basically.
The
Yeah.
multitasking,
The multitasking.
the one man, it reminds me of like the way back in the Music Man where he's got a drum strap on the
Ernesto
back,
said
you
that at the
know?
Gilroy.
Oh, was that? Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Play the harmonica and the headpiece.
Now that takes talent to do that.
The one man, he's the one man band. That's what that's the one
That's
man.
right.
band.
Right.
Is what that is.
But he sounds much better than
That's
He
true.
sounds way better, but that's the idea.
That's the idea.
And some people can't even walk in text, about hitting themselves. This guy's multi-talented.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But we got coming in today.
Yes.
And looking
Here we
forward-
go. Here we go.
Last time I shook this man's hand was in 2011. Came to visit Fort Campbell while I was still in uniform.
Oh.
Yeah, what an honor. What a great dude this guy is too. J.R. Martinez,
JR.
actor, author, veteran,
Mm-hmm.
winner of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
All right, you may have seen him in some of the soap operas.
All of my children.
All right, he had his own TV show. It was with the fire rescue people, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Fire rescue people.
Fire rescue people.
Those-
That sounds.
He was
like
with the fire
award-winning-
rescue people.
Award-winning daytime show, The Fire Rescue People.
I'm the next fire rescue people. J.R. Martinez. But yeah, he's gonna be hanging out with us. He's buddies with Josh Forbes, show regular, veteran.
That's right.
I love me some Josh. Funny guy too. So I look forward to hanging out and helping tell J.R. Martinez's story
Yeah.
because it's quite to tell. Quite to tell. Lacey Caroline. Lacey Caroline, live music.
Always excited. About
She got a
it.
new EP release
Mhm.
today. Today's her release.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, one of the guys is her new EP release, and she's going to be coming on, talking about it, promoting it, pushing it, and she's playing tonight at the Ernesto Birthday Bash at Section 125.
Wow.
We'll be upstairs at the exclusive 125, VIP only, invite only.
That's right.
That's right. Are the interns invited? You hate the interns. Are they invited?
Aw.
No, it's okay. Yeah, they're invited.
Yeah?
No.
Are they old enough to
I
party?
actually invited them.
Trevor, you
Yes,
coming?
or-
Yeah, you gonna be there? All right, we'll see about that.
Patagonia hat.
Make them go get our beers and stuff.
Stay downstairs.
He'll be like the
Stay
waiter.
downstairs.
Guard the stairs.
They'll be the waiters for us. I look forward to it. Yeah, Trevor, another Tennessee bomb. Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
And Dum Dums. Get the Dum Dums.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know he's got it.
Can you drink?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
Trevor,
wondering.
come
I
on
was
in
like,
here for a second.
Can they even drink? Really? Can they potty?
He's
Like,
20.
I mean,
He's
I know you're
21.
legally allowed to.
I mean-
Can you hold your own?
You have to have your mom sign a permission slip?
Yeah, I can.
When was the last time you really got hammered, like, to the point where you lost control of yourself?
Yesterday?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Oh.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
And you don't drive drunk, right?
No, never.
Good, good. Good
Skateboard
answer.
drunk.
Uber.
Uber. That's right. Clarksville, you got Uber now. Be like Trevor, call Uber.
Or walk.
Yeah, well, burn some calories. Run off those calories.
Right?
So,
Just walk.
so yeah, Lacey be joining us. She's always a good time on the show.
Always cool.
Rachel Moeller, a sweet tooth
we
designer
go.
cakes.
Uh-oh.
Bringing in
That's my buddy.
the Ernesto birthday cake.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got my good fork this time.
It's cake day. Here on the
Cake
show.
day.
Carried in by 4 men in loincloths.
I think it's a Porsche themed cake, so we'll see how it
Oh,
goes.
okay.
It's got a little
Yeah.
Hot Wheels on it. Okay.
She actually just got done doing an event today for the generals that are all visiting Fort Campbell today. That's how good she is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's legit.
That is important.
I was gonna call her something that rhymes with legit. She is legit. I like her too. Yeah, she's with the Chive.
Okay, good
She's
people.
with the Chive too. That's the last time she was on the show. She was with the Clarksville Chive.
Cool.
Sky, locally, what do you got for us today?
Well, we've got 3 teen suspects that were indicted in the BP murder case. I don't know if you remember this one, dates pretty far back, the Justin Rivas. We've also got a permit that was revoked from the after hours club.
Hold on.
after-
J.R. Martinez is
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
dancing in
yeah,
our
yeah,
quote-unquote
yeah,
green room.
yeah,
Dancing, there ain't no
yeah,
music.
baby,
Music in his head.
I gotta tell you, JR, I needed dancing tips for you. We did a local Clarksville Dancing with the Stars.
Where were you?
Oh, is the radio off?
Where were you?
Chief, interns, why is the radio off? You gotta make sure these radios are turned on. What's going on out
While you're
there?
doing that, we've also got a permit that was...
have to come in now.
Unbelievable. I'm embarrassed now. I'm embarrassed. It's funny, JR.
What's it from me? What?
What are you
All right.
doing?
JR, how are you, brother? Good to see
I'm
you.
good.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
Good to see you again.
Good to
It's been
see
too
you.
long. Too long.
Bada bing!
Bada bing!
Bada bing! You still bada binging?
Absolutely.
You still
Yeah,
bada binging?
No doubt about it.
Is my mic hot?
Let me tell you, JR, he came to see his unit from back in the day, all right?
Okay.
Man, this guy had a full day.
I love how your hat matches your shirt.
Oh, I did it for you.
Every
I
day.
like
I
that.
did it
I
for
like
you, my
that.
Yeah.
That's
And
smooth, man.
Here he is. He was on all the way from the morning, and he's got done like near midnight. And the whole day he was just on, talking to the soldiers, providing a message, taking their pictures, doing video cuts.
You were on too, because you kept bada binging in the car. Like Ari was telling you stories, and it ends with bada. Do you bada bing here too?
Yeah, we bada bang.
So
it's
me-
more of an absolutely than bada
Me
bing.
referencing the bada bing to the listeners,
Yes.
they know what I'm.
They
Yes,
know.
they do.
And to forget about it,
You bought a
Forget
big-
about it. That was the other one.
that was great.
Yeah.
We were all
It's great to
impressed.
be here, man.
It's great to have you here.
Yeah.
I look forward to help telling your story, man.
Yeah, for sure. You was talking about a Dance with the Stars thing.
Yeah, yeah. So we have it here in Clarksville where we raise
local
money
one?
for single parents going to college.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of that here, thanks, Oak Grove. But yeah, I mean,
I like that plug.
I have no,
Shout out.
I needed your help,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
I needed your help.
In college or dancing?
And dancing.
Are you doing it?
Yeah, I did it
Oh,
twice
you're
and I
one of the
lost
contestants?
twice.
We'll show you the video. You can
What
critique it.
place?
Yes,
Where,
I'll show you
where
the
did you
video.
place?
Yeah.
Like, where did you place?
I
Like,
placed
first, second, third.
Everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Except for somebody gets the
Participation trophy.
And I'm telling you, ours was the best routine by far.
It's for charities.
Yeah.
Definitely the most nudity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
From you or her?
I
You
wish
did.
her. She'll
It
be
was
stopping by
you.
today too. She would like to shake your hand, Mia, my dance instructor.
Oh,
She looks up to you. She really does.
okay.
Because he's a midget.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
excited.
so effective. You're so effective. You're so great.
I'm just here having a good time with you guys, man.
That's
Listen,
what's
I'm gonna
up.
let you guys do your thing. I just wanted to dance in front of the window for you
love
guys,
it. Yeah.
but I'll let you
I
guys
was
do your thing.
beatboxing
I'll-
for your dancing. You
Yeah,
just
you're
get
my-
there,
Boxing?
so I was beatboxing for your dancing.
Oh, you were beatboxing.
Yes. Soundtrack.
Can you beatbox?
I can.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
hear
and I
it.
can rap.
Go.
No, I've got to read
Can
the
you
news
rap?
right now.
You can rap.
I have to read the news right now.
Here, beatbox.
Can you
Beatbox.
rap the news?
Yeah, but I have to read the news first.
Someone actually recommended that she sings the news. She's a lead singer in a rock band too. So.
Yes, but that would take far too long.
That turns me on.
That's right. It turns JR on. You should do it.
The fact that you can sing and rap and beatbox.
Oh, she's going. She's curling up.
I've
Those
melted.
beats!
All right, now we've got a permit that was revoked from an after-hours club after multiple violations. It'll take you 2 seconds, I promise. Bill to allow guns banned in ticketed venues fails in the House.
Yep.
We've got a bill to allow the clergy to refuse gay marriage fails in the House. Interesting things happening here. We've also got a man that was indicted on a premeditated murder charges in the toddler shooting death.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Right
Older
here?
story. We've got an update today, and also in our when we get back, we've got the Tennessee Senate that passes a bill to make a lawsuit a loser pay fees.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Loser.
Controversy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, the loser's got to pay. But it is Friday, so when we do get back from this commercial break, a brief one at that, we're going to go into what's going on in the movie scenes this weekend. Ernesto, you saw the Superman v. Batman.
I was so upset about it yesterday. Somebody asked me, "Hey, how was it?" I was like, "I can't talk about it today. Ask me tomorrow."
What is Superman v. Batman,
You're
The Force
that upset?
Awakens? What is
Batman
it?
v Superman: Dawn of Justice?
Dawn of Justice.
Force Awakens.
Which one was that? Was
Sorry.
All right, so Clarksville. Yes, we'll do our movie picks, and we'll also get some local coverage in. And yeah, I got a little story here that we'll get into once I find it.
A little ditty.
A little ditty about Jack and Diane.
2 American kids.
Growing up in Harden.
That's right. we did a parody of that for Adolf Hitler and
Oh, I gotta hear that one, man.
a little ditty about Adolf and Eva. Yeah, it was terrible. This is what you do
They
in
said he
Afghanistan.
was- when you're bored, yeah.
You know? All right, don't go nowhere, Clarksville. Your conversation shall begin when we get back, right here on the Joe Padula Show. WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
What's called? Sorry.
Sound like the biggest scam.
I was holding that the whole time.
What the heck is that? That's a big scam, huh? They want your social security.
Yeah, they want it. Give it.
That's crazy. You need to report that to Facebook. They will take it down.
That's what I remember.
I'm still waiting for you to rap. Or, you know, I mean, I didn't know about this until now. Baddest show ever.
Right? And that was at,
Well, next to the Littles. If you're on Turner Littles. They were on Saturday morning cartoon. They were little mice.
yes. Yes, I do remember that. I found this at Target. For like $8.
Yeah, I think that's not all the time. Right. Let's go around.
Yeah. Oh, not the guy.
Well, like warrant officers.
So you're serious? Yeah. Okay, I thought you were funny. So, no, how are you?
Yeah, man, that's why I said at the bottom, can I be verified or whatever?
So you excited for Sunday?
Yeah, I just gotta get down to the paperwork stuff. See how it goes.
Yeah, coach the ball.
Oh, they look good. Because I'm only
No, I
32.
mean, my vision.
So I had my I-10 track guy trying to break me from, there was somebody in London. Yeah, I'm not afraid.
Ernesto!
Ernesto!
Going live!
Look at that waddy waddy.
Come on, DuckTales.
DuckTales.
DuckTales. Woo!
That's it. You gotta
Oh,
say
we're
it.
gonna be talking about that stuff too today.
What?
Cartoons and TV shows back in the day.
Oh, my new Viewmaster.
Where is it? Why wouldn't you show and tell?
Yeah. Yo!
I like that, man.
Yeah.
Rockabilly type stuff.
Who's this one, Mark? Who's this artist?
Gary Clark Jr.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I like it. No, I made this folder today.
No, I put Gary Clark Jr. in your
I
files.
made this folder today.
I put it in your show intro files.
Mark, is the folder called 2016-03-25?
I put it in your show intro
It appeared
files.
to be so.
Thank you, sir.
You moved it.
No, no, no.
Yes.
No, it was, today, after the morning show, I did the morning show again. So I'm a little sluggish, I do apologize.
It's okay.
It's early wake up.
Mhm.
But yeah, as soon as I got done off the air, I went right to the Spotify here and I started, well, first I went to Alabama Shakes, because I was in an Alabama Shakes mood.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Sometimes you get that mood of just Alabama Shakes, so I was listening to Alabama Shakes.
that is true.
And then what I like about Spotify is that they have related artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you click on that tab for related artists,
Yes.
and it gives you a whole slew of artists that are somewhat similar. Or
Okay, so you didn't pull it from the intro folder.
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
But if you
He's
put
in
it in
there.
there, I bet you put it in.
He's in there.
Because you've got good taste in music. You
Yeah.
do.
This is my jam.
Yeah. Oh, hot damn.
Mhm.
Listen, my jam. And the air.
Ayo.
Air.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Joe Padilla Show, WJZO 14 today. And here's your Spotify lesson of the day. Here we go. A quick one. Concord, North Carolina. James Mayers was pulled over Tuesday morning for a broken taillight while driving his daughter to school, and soon noticed the officer was taking a long time to run his license. Finally, about after 25 minutes, the officer asked James to step out of his car as there was a warrant out for his arrest from a 2002 incident because he failed to return the movie Freddy Got Fingered to a long defunct video store.
What a movie to get caught
Oh
for.
man.
Nailed
And
it.
he got fingered.
James was allowed to take his daughter to school with a promise, okay, a pinky swear, if you will, to turn himself in later that day.
For a video?
Yes, for a VHS.
Does this happen for library books too?
Oh no,
Oh,
this
you're
guy.
in trouble now.
Oh yeah, I'm in trouble now.
James is now facing a misdemeanor charge of failure to return rental property, which carries a fine of $200. However, Mayers may not have to part with any of his money as the film star Tom Green heard about the incident and offered to cover all costs,
Wow, that's
Oh, nice.
generous. Wow.
including any court fees. Wow.
Okay.
James almost got fingered.
That's
Oh,
right.
come on.
Yeah. Zing!
You love those like
Tom Green
memes. Those
stepped
memes.
in, huh?
Yeah. You know, what was his big song? My lips are on your bum, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I can remember the reference in Slim Shady making
Yeah.
fun of him.
Mm.
Like that, Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
That was from the movie.
Yeah.
He had some weird songs. That show that he was it
Tom
MTV?
Green show, yeah.
The Tom
I mean,
Green show.
He's famous for sucking on a cow's udders.
Yeah.
Like,
And then he was.
all the things
How
that
could
you
I
want to be
forget about
remembered
that?
for
Helping
in
moves,
all of
yeah.
history.
Yep.
He was
Yeah.
with Jenny McCarthy for a while, then he married Drew Barrymore. Then he-
Yeah,
then he
how
lost
did
a
that
testicle.
happen?
Let me tell you, that's what ruined it for me and Jenny McCarthy. Okay, I mean, not that I had a chance or anything, but I had such a huge crush on this
Oh my God.
on this blonde bombshell.
And you saw her
Singled
type,
out.
and you're
That's
like,
where I
oh,
remember.
Singled out, and she used to come out in a bikini.
Mhm.
wow.
Go for JR, not a man. Absolutely. All right, that sounds creepy. Let's move
Yeah,
forward.
it is.
Okay. You guys got me going on Jenny McCarthy. She's now married to Donnie Wahlberg, right?
I don't
I believe so.
care.
Because I'm stalking her. Come on.
She's not very good at it.
No, terrible.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, new movies in theaters. Mark,
Dun, da, da, da.
what do we got coming out in theaters this weekend?
First up, that long-awaited Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice that Ernesto was talking about. The
Shaking his
superheroes duke it out while Lex Luthor and Doomsday try to destroy Metropolis. That stars
Really?
Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, and
Oh.
Jesse Eisenberg. PG-13. Not when it first came out, that initial early viewing last week, it got great
People were
reviews.
being
But now
paid
I'm
off.
thinking people were getting paid off because after it came on last night, it's just downhill from there. People are bashing it left and right.
Wow.
Some people are saying the only good thing is Wonder Woman. Some people say the
Well,
only good thing is Ben Affleck.
I heard Ben Affleck was decent.
Ben Affleck as Batman did a great job for the very little time he had on the screen.
Now, before we get into your review of the movie, Ernesto, getting there, was the place packed? And where'd you go? Which theater?
I went to the theater in the mall.
Okay,
Um,
Carmike, did they change the
It's
signs?
still Carmike.
Okay, because I heard that the AMC bought the Carmike Theater.
That's what I
Oh,
heard.
really?
Right.
But it's still
That's what I
Carmike
heard.
Cinemas right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to the 6 o'clock show, which is the first show that they had, and it was empty.
Okay.
The-
Empty.
Right. The next show after me, there was a line out the door,
At the door.
which I think was 9.
Now, when you say empty, I mean, I'm sure there was a couple people here.
I mean, the theater was full, but there wasn't like a line waiting to get in to watch the movie.
That's kind of surprising. That's not a good sign.
And here's the other problem.
Not for a
It cost me
superhero.
$16 to buy the movie tickets. It cost me $32 to buy popcorn and soda.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
Good
weird.
Lord.
See, you can't do it anymore.
Got the jumbos, man.
You just can't get popcorn.
what do they charge for the butter now? I
It's
mean,
like
what's going on with
$10
this?
a
I bought
bag of
that
popcorn.
annual $20 bucket where you can fill it up for $4 every time you go to the theater.
Right. How many times do you fill it up, though? How big is this
and
bucket?
you gotta walk into
It's
the mall with a
huge.
bucket now.
It's
It's
huge.
huge, and then you just pay $4 and they refill it every time you go to the theater.
Wait, so you got to bring that bucket in with you?
Mhm.
Isn't that
Ew.
weird? Now he's gotta wash the
Yeah,
bucket and
so you
bring
gotta-
it into the mall.
That's
Think about all
weird.
the movies that are
Ernesto.
coming out. Oh, all the movies that are coming out.
And
You know,
you're
you
the
got-
guy walking through the mall with the bucket.
With the
I will not be the only person walking around with a bucket. I promise you that.
You might be.
You're the
Yeah, you
popcorn
might
bucket
be.
guy.
There were people coming in with buckets.
What a weird.
Can you bring
promo.
this bucket in,
It's
please,
in my
one day?
car.
They should have
No,
made a
it's in my car.
foldable, degradable bag kind of thing.
During the
Like,
break,
reusable.
I want to see this bucket.
Well, I'll show you the bucket.
Yeah, bring him the bucket next
Put it
time.
on your head.
Anyway, Despicable movie.
You're the bucket guy.
Aw.
Okay, so now that you're in the theater, okay, and you were pretty excited about this.
Yeah, Batman is my favorite comic book character. And if anybody follows me on Facebook or Twitter, they
Uh-huh.
know how excited I am about any Batman.
And how can people follow you on Facebook and Twitter?
Facebook, it's the Ernesto Rodriguez,
Uh-huh.
and Twitter is @nerdnesto.
That Ernesto.
You gotta work on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little better.
Yeah, like
I
actually
love
have a
that.
picture. You know what I
Getting a
mean?
little better.
I love Instagram. You need to get on
Yeah,
there.
put a picture up there.
All right.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a profile picture. Or anything.
Oh, he's
I've been too
question
focused on
mark.
Tinder.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Well, you can use your Tinder pictures.
Yeah, Instagram
Sure.
pays better.
Here, can you show us your Tinder pictures? What pictures you're using for Tinder?
I'll show you.
I bet it's
No,
a
come on,
mouth.
I'm
I bet
here.
his mouth
No,
is
no.
open.
But it's
Let's get back
Batman.
into the Batman versus
I'll
Superman.
show you the
You
pictures
should.
I'm using for Tinder.
Man-thons.
No,
and-
there's no man on Tinder.
It's all chest with no face.
No, you got jawline. You got jawline.
Okay, bottom jaw.
All right, so the movie wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't.
And why? Because of the storyline?
Quick breakdown. It's about 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
Okay.
2 hours and 30 minutes of it was just Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne talking about why Clark Kent should not be around.
So kind of slow.
Very, very slow.
Ooh.
Last 15 minutes was Batman and Superman fighting, and then they're like, oh, let's just be friends, and then another bad guy shows up, and that was it. And that was the end of the
You
movie.
go back to your home
I'm not going
planet.
to spoil the end because there was a big spoiler at the end.
Oh, they shake hands and they become friends?
If
Yeah.
you know anything about the comics and you know who Doomsday is, then you already know what the ending of that is.
Doomsday? From Justice League?
No.
No.
Doomsday is one of the
I
ends.
tried.
Doctor Doom, maybe?
I tried.
Maybe you're thinking of Doctor.
That's Marvel.
Yeah, that's Marvel. Come on, Scott.
Well, maybe that's what
Yeah.
you're thinking of.
I don't even know, but I'm learning. Now, there's also other movies coming out, V movies, right? Versus movies.
No, that's the only one.
What isn't Team Captain America going
Civil
against,
War, yeah.
going against Team
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man? Right. Right. Where Spider-Man is.
That's the introduction of Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Now, hopefully, when that comes out, which is a couple months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, hopefully, that's not a slow story either.
I really doubt that one's going to be slow.
Yeah, there's so many action figures.
I don't know.
Stars.
Action figures.
Comic people. Fly.
Just go superheroes.
Fire rescue people.
Yeah, fire rescue, super people.
Mark, what else? Mark's like, come on
Come
already.
on, Mary.
I really don't like Captain America.
I don't either.
I like
I thought
Captain
you
America.
said Iron Man beat him up and down for 2 hours.
I would.
If they could just make that movie go that
Captain
way.
America is so stuffy.
Mark, your favorite movie coming out this weekend? Fill us in.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2.
Oh, yay!
What?
The gang is back for an even bigger and Greeker wedding.
What, they get
Wow.
divorced and now they get married again?
Vardeos,
I didn't-
John Corbet, Michael Constantine,
I
Amy
don't know
Kazan,
this.
season 13.
I didn't like
My-
this first one.
My only takeaway was the Windex. That was really...
Yeah.
That's all I got from the whole thing.
That was
It's like,
funny, but I mean, it was, I don't know.
Big people need love too, and Windex.
I think it's like the kids. The kids get married, and that's
The daughter gets married out.
I really think this is going to flop and bomb. I mean, compared to the first one, here, let me go to it.
It's kind of like a Mamma Mia. You know, musical theater audiences are gonna dig it.
Right.
Older ladies in their wine clubs are gonna dig it.
Yeah, it's going to be geared more to like Netflix. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it in theaters.
Yeah, then it'll do well like Pee Wee did.
Have a genre or
Good for
channel
it.
Yeah.
Well,
for
you
that
guys,
very limited audience.
Sandler is doing that deal where it goes straight to Netflix, right?
yes, and then he has a new one coming up in May. I forget what it's called.
Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, how original.
Yep.
Yo play.
Right. Well, the first one, I mean, it came out in 2002. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really old.
The rom-com film written and starring Nia Vardalos. Am I pronouncing it right?
Sure.
And she must have put on weight, right? Those Greek women put on weight like it's their job.
Ooh, we're
Well,
gonna
they
get some
did
letters
25.
now.
I mean, that's what happens when your husband owns like diners, you know?
Mini Euros.
Gyros.
They are so delicious.
Aren't
They
they though?
really are. You get that tzatziki sauce in there.
And in
right?
New York, they've got the lemon potatoes that they give you with those too.
Lemon
Big salad.
potatoes?
Yeah, they're so good.
Oh, you know what
They're like a whole potato but soaked in lemon and butter, and it's just delicious.
You know what I miss? I miss the what are they called? What's those? Knishes. I miss knishes.
So you were going to say corn dogs.
no
I was going to go.
way, bro.
Got you, man.
What is a
Yeah, right?
knish? What is that?
Yeah, so a knish. It's like a potato-filled, deep fried. Yeah, it's just
Delicious.
inside is potato, outside is deep fried bread.
Oh.
It's very good. I mean, you put a little spicy mustard on it, right? Deli mustard. Very good.
Yeah.
Speaking of food, there's a new place to get some cannoli too.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Hops. I talked to him.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the recipe. I got
Oh,
the
did you?
recipe to change it all for you.
Tomorrow we're taste testing Jersey sloppy joes.
Oh, that's right. Ernesto's got a.
Got a new
Ernesto
job?
contributed
Good
to
for
a.
you.
No, he contributed to their menu.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Is that great?
At the Hops Road?
At Hops Road.
Okay.
Hops Shop. Hops Shop.
That's awesome.
Right. And what did you recommend to be on the menu?
The New Jersey style sloppy joe,
Right.
which is ham, turkey, Swiss, coleslaw, and Russian dressing in a flat rye bread.
Ooh, flat rye.
I love Leslie.
I like wraps. I hate it when I ask for a wrap and I don't care.
They should just have that for you.
All right, let's do our picks. Okay, is it across the board? Superman v Batman, The Force Awakens, or whatever it's called.
Jeez.
What is it called? The
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of the Dead. So that's going to finish number 1 overall, correct?
Correct.
Right.
This week.
So now we're picking what's going to finish second.
Yeah.
Pretty much comes down to maybe Zootopia, Divergent, or My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, correct?
Yeah, it's true. So,
Sky, your pick first.
I don't know if the Batman v Superman is going to get a number 1.
Are you
Please,
kidding me?
please pick something else. All right, no, wait.
Fine,
you know
okay,
what?
fine. Number
No.
2, no, you're fine. No, you're good. Number
No,
2
I don't
spot
wanna bully you
is
into it.
Zootopia. That's okay. I'm
No,
already done.
why would you think that?
I'm over it already.
No, what? Please, I'm asking you a
I
question.
just
I'm
think
interviewing.
I think that there's so many disappointing points that have come out about it, and if someone that's actually seen it
Okay.
doesn't like it, it's
Right.
not a true comic nerd catering kind of movie, then it's not going to do well.
What do you think would have a chance to defeat it? The Great
Whatever,
Wedding?
whatever is constant, whatever was in the number one spot. If it
Zootopia.
says Zootopia, we'll probably not take
Okay, so Scott picks Zootopia.
Wow.
Okay.
it. Okay,
We'll give you odds on it.
cool.
Okay?
I'll take them.
I'll give you 5-1 odds.
Wow.
All right? If you get it wrong, nothing. Okay?
Okay.
If you get it right, you get 5 points,
Wow.
which will like tie you with me and Mark.
I'll do it.
Mark's in the lead, actually. Bay?
Now we're going for first place now. Right?
No.
No, we're all doing second place.
Yeah,
Second
you can do
person,
second place. I'll be on a limb here.
Bay, who's going to finish second place this week? Movie-wise.
No.
Okay. Ernesto. Ernesto.
I'm kind of torn between Zootopia and Greek Wedding just because Zootopia's been at number one for so long.
Right.
I'll go Zootopia.
Okay. Chief?
I'm going with the Greek wedding.
Chief, good call, right? Mark?
It'll be Zootopia.
Bay?
Come on, babe. You can do it.
Come on, babe.
Bay.
Just got it.
What the other movie that came out?
Zootopia, Divergence 3, and
I'm going with that one.
Divergent.
Really?
Yes. I like base thinking here because it's going to help me win because I'm going my big fat Greek wedding thing.
Oh,
Because
really?
you got all these family members. It's Easter weekend.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're not
You
gonna.
know what I mean? And they're going to be all going out. They're going to be seeing the movie.
Yeah,
Well,
but you can't
they're all
take
going
it.
to be going to see Batman versus Superman.
Could be.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sky,
say
come
against
on.
Sky's point, everybody that gives it a negative review, there's 100 comments saying, "I'm still going to see it."
Yeah, there are
Mhm.
super
You cannot
fans.
convince these people
Yeah.
how bad it is.
Mhm.
But even if it was the worst,
What
like
was
I'm gonna, I'm gonna catch it.
What was the really bad Batman? What was that? Batman 3?
Batman and Robin, the one with
Batman
George Clooney
Returns?
with the
Yeah.
bat nipples.
Oh, was it
Batman
terrible?
Forever.
No,
Val
that
Kilmer's
was
son.
Val Kilmer.
That was
Val
bad.
Kilmer's son.
I didn't
That
like
was
Clooney.
bad.
I didn't like Clooney.
Clooney was, I think, the worst. It wasn't Arnold or something
Yeah,
was in there?
I don't
too?
Freeze, yeah.
I don't blame
That one was terrible.
Clooney as much as having so many other side characters in it.
Yeah.
Get
and Jim,
out.
And
Yeah.
Jim
Get
Carrey.
out.
Jim Carrey was the Riddler in one.
That was
of them.
Batman
That was good.
Yeah.
That one was a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, when there's too many of the, and the other
And
one
Poison
too.
Ivy was in there.
I would really like to
Also
see
kinda
them
weird.
come back with the Riddler as the villain in one of these
New
newer
one,
Batman
yeah.
movies.
Well, Ben Affleck is directing the next standalone Batman movie,
Right.
so it should be pretty good.
Yeah, the Riddler has never been in the good ones, right? The
No,
Batman.
not at all.
He's the bomb in
Yeah, he
Fantastic.
was kind of.
Who?
Edward Nygma
Yeah,
is the
Nygma.
Riddler, was one of the
Nygma.
reporters in the Dark
Oh,
Knight trilogy.
so they were setting him up to be eventually himself.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so good. I like to see that.
Character evolution.
Sky, locally, take us to break.
Well, we've got the Tennessee Senate that passes a bill to make a lawsuit loser pay the fees.
Loser.
Now, the state Senate passed a bill that would force people who sue state employees or elected officials to pay legal fees if they fail in a lawsuit. Now, supporters say the bill would prevent frivolous lawsuits from being filed and save taxpayers money. Now, opponents argue that it would discourage people from bringing legitimate claims against officials, especially sexual harassment claims.
Good point.
Now,
Good
the
point.
Tennessee Bar Association opposed the legislation, arguing that it would have a chilling effect when it comes to citizens suing government officials.
Chilling effect.
Chilling.
It's
No.
chilling. It's
Oh,
freezing.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Now, Mike Bell, representative of Riceville, argued on the Senate floor that all it would do is protect state employees from frivolous lawsuits. Now, Democrats opposed the bill. Senator Jeff Yarbrough of Nashville fought unsuccessfully to put an amendment on the legislation that would have exempted state and local public officials, as well as the governor's cabinet and staff. Now, Yarbrough said that lawmakers shouldn't be insulating themselves from lawsuits. Opponents had also argued that just because someone loses a lawsuit doesn't mean that it's frivolous.
Yeah, insulation. You're gonna
Yes,
need
it's
it
just-
when I come to town.
Back and forth. Now, the measure
Freeze.
would force people to pay legal fees if they lose or voluntarily dismiss a lawsuit against either a state or local official if that person is sued personally and not in an official capacity. Now, the House previously passed the bill on a 69-16 vote.
Ah, 69.
But would have to agree to a Senate rewrite of the bill before the measure could head to Governor Bill Haslam's desk.
Yeah.
Do kindergarten cop for a second. Say, who is your daddy and what does he do?
Have you been eating all the kids' lunches? Stop it!
Had a tumor.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was his? Reading, writing, arithmetic. Too much homework makes me sick.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that movie.
What's the movie where he was pregnant?
Junior! Oh my God, I'm 9 months.
I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's kicking.
Oh God, it's a terrible movie. All right, well,
Do I have to breastfeed?
segment of the show is brought to you by B.A. Wolf Power Sports. B.A. Wolf has the best selection of used motorcycles of all major makes and models in Tennessee and Fort Campbell.
I'm eating for two. That movie was so crazy.
They're located at 2135 Lowe's Drive in Clarksville and now offer a motorcycle leasing program. So for more, you can visit BAWolfPowersports.com.
I promise you this. In all of America,
Okay.
nobody has mentioned the movie Junior today. That's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Not even Arnold Schwarzenegger, not even the creator or the writer of the movie Junior mentioned the movie Junior today.
Oh.
Had to be you, huh?
Not okay, right.
Yeah.
Man. Well, yeah, B.A. Wolf, get your motorbikes. If you want to buy them, get them there. If you want to lease them, get them there. That's right.
Go ride. It's going to be summer.
Yeah. I hate summer. It's so warm.
It's so hot.
I have to work extra harder. Sky, what have we got locally?
Oh, man.
We've got a very serious story here. An update on a previous story. We've got 3 teens that were suspects indicted in the BP murder case.
Yeah, you guys remember the BP murder case, right? Bay, you remember this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a little word on the street from that one, too. It really went down. But yeah, we got the final verdict.
We do.
All right. So when we get back, also, I'm ready. I'm ready for some J.R. Martinez.
So am I.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, here he is. He's an actor. He's an author. All right. He's a philanthropist.
We
Okay.
get it. He's busy.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the
awesome.
man. And on top of it all, he's a U.S. war veteran
Yeah.
that served with your unit, Clarksville, Fort
right.
Campbell, the
Excellent.
101st Airborne
That's
Division.
right.
More
Say it.
specifically, the Strike Brigade,
Strike!
2nd BRT. More specifically, the 2nd Battalion, 502nd Infantry Regiment.
Cool.
Man, Strike Force. Love it.
Get us all riled up here, man.
Yeah, I love me some Strike. That's right. All right, well, let's take a break here, but man, let's start telling his story.
Yeah, let's do it.
Such a good guy, and he's got a lot going on. I want to know about his past, his present, and his future. It's that simple. So we'll go live. We'll do Facebook Live a little bit of this, all right?
Okay,
Since we got a celebrity in here with a verified page with tens of thousands of likes.
Wow.
The guy's got a huge following, and I love that, and he deserves it. Especially, I mean, what he did on Dancing with the Stars, winning it all. The guy's got moves.
Yeah.
He's going to be moving into the studio in just a moment. That's so cool.
Moving into the
I don't
studio.
know.
Why did I do that? Stop it!
Can dance his way in here.
Have you been so calming all the time?
Okay.
Lucy Batty, what does he do? All right, Joe Padula Show, WJCM 4 Absolutely.
We have,
Yeah, cue yourself up, baby.
What?
Cue
No.
yourself up.
I gotta fix my eyeballs.
Yeah, fix those eyeballs. Yeah.
Hey, you do something, buddy?
That's right. JR, Sky's fixing her eyes for you.
Where we going, sweetheart? Where we going?
Josh, if you can have a seat there, all right, after they finish their internship.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that crap.
JR is going to sit here. And then, yeah.
The one time I should have brought more booze up here today.
I got wine if you want.
Well, I know, but I don't want to drink.
No. Enjoy. That's for you guys.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for the intern show.
Intern show.
Yeah.
Summer.
It was bad. It's like, Mom, I had the wife drop us off.
Batman
She went
Superman
back home with the dogs out
came out
relaxing
today.
because
So
she's
that's
doing 10
early
days.
showings
So
last night.
Last night,
So Heard some mixed reviews.
Live?
I'm not sure. I better go see it
All
tonight.
right.
So
We'll give her a shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
don't even see it.
great.
I
Well,
got
she's
show
actually
tonight, so I
long
can't
story.
go.
They're going to do her
I,
in
I
days.
might see it tomorrow. I might see it next
9
week.
days.
I don't know
On
how
the
I feel
30th.
about it. I mean,
Maybe not a couple
we've talked about it
She
every
got
now
medical
and then.
conditions and, you don't have to force her to do something already, but.
yeah,
I want to like it.
I'm about
I
to be
want to
daddy
like it.
tours.
And I want it
So I'm
to
gonna
be
even
at
have
least
a little
entertaining, and
spark or
that's all I'm
sparkle.
going to say
That's
about
what we
it.
call it.
This is the
That's all
first
that matters is
Yeah.
if it's somewhat
That's my
entertaining.
retirement gift, because
At all.
one of us can
I'm
only hold
just
this table.
looking to see
Right.
how is
You know?
Ben Affleck gonna hold up to like
So once
all the
she's
other
done being the
Batmans and
food
see how
source,
he's gonna do. That's
From what
all.
I've seen, it looks like he's going to be the
Then I'll be the stay-at-home
actually
dad.
the best.
And-
yeah. From what we've heard, like the best.
The best.
That's what I hold up to though.
Christian Bale. I
The
don't
best
know.
Batman, yeah, better than Christian Bale. Christian Bale wasn't.
It was. I like Christian Bale. He's my favorite.
He's a good actor, and I like what he did as the character, but I don't think he was Bruce Wayne Batman. He was more Bruce Wayne than Batman. Let's put it that way.
I got you. That's
Yeah.
True.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, all these mixed reviews, like we've been hyping it up on the show for quite a while. I mean, I've been dying to see it for the longest time. It seems like they've given away a lot of spoilers and kind of like brought the anticipation down a lot. But
Yeah. I mean, I've read some reviews that said don't worry about the trailers breaking any secrets because there's a lot more there for you. I mean, they do reveal some, I think, The Flash and Aquaman in there sometime. I've seen them in the-
spoiler alert.
That's not a spoiler. They've been in the posters.
We heard like a couple seconds of Justice League apparently. So
I guess.
spoiler.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely can't wait to see it. I'm gonna go check it out tonight. Maybe next Monday, or Tuesday on the show we can talk about it a little bit more. But this segment of the show is brought to you by BA Wolf Power Sports. BA Wolf has the best selection of used motorcycles of all major makes and models in Tennessee and Fort Campbell. Located at 2135 Lowe's Drive in Clarksville, and now offers a motorcycle leasing program. For more, visit BAWolfPowersports.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you got 25 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, Chief, I poured a glass of wine in that styrofoam glass. Can you bring the styrofoam cup?
Glass.
Can you bring it in? Yes, the styrofoam glass, please. New technology. And then, Chief, we're ready for JR and Josh. Hopefully they're ready for us, too. Thank you, sir. And yeah, let's get JR sitting here, and Josh will be sitting there. Torch.
JR.
Thank you, sir.
Torch, right here. I get the purple mic.
Let me know if the headphone levels are good, if you need them up or down, whatever.
I'm good, brother.
Together we make one set of ears.
We make. You can stretch them out. It's so hard to find like headphones that fit. Hey, JR. We're streaming live, so. Camera's up. Is it like they catch everybody? Everybody. Oh.
All right, here we go. Yo, welcome back to the show. Joe Padilla Show, WJZM 1400 AM, where Talk Radio meets live music. Live music later on today. Lacey Caroline, I'm a big fan of her. She's so hot, so.
She's
There's a bucket.
She is hot, but she's also a great, genuine kind of person.
Yes.
You know when you talk to people,
She is genuinely hot.
and
I
they're
gotta agree with
smiling,
you.
you know, they're smiling real big or they're fake or they just come at you and everything they come out is just awesome.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's great.
you can't help it.
She's got a new EP released today. And she's coming on the show to help push that new release. That's Ernesto's.
The bucket. The camera can't see your bucket.
The
right?
annual bucket. Look at this bucket. And yes, we're live on Facebook right now, so if you want to check us out on Facebook, just go to the Joe Padula Show on Facebook, and you can watch us live. I like the live video feed. But yes, I'm ready for it. And it's been a hell of a week.
It's been a good
It's
week.
been a hell of a week.
A great week,
I love
actually.
it. I love it. I mean, such talented people, not only within the borders, but come through these borders.
Yeah.
Okay, and what an honor it is for we, the team, here to help relay their message and their story. I got to tell you, it really, truly is very humbling. I mean, when I first met Josh, good to see you again. How you doing?
Oh, thanks. I'm good. Thanks for having me back.
Oh, welcome back. No doubt. Josh Forbes, nicknamed Torch. You don't mind us calling you Torch,
Oh,
right?
Torch is my name.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves it.
And our connection, I can't believe it. Like, we met through Bikers Who Care, but we were actually part of the same brigade at different times. You know, the Mighty Strike Brigade.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was with the Top Guns, 1320th over there.
Correct.
I love me some Top Guns. Yeah, absolutely. Except when we had to push those howitzers going PT, right?
That's good training.
Very good training.
What is that?
Oh, it's a big gun. Big.
The
big
cannon?
Gun. Big gun. Yeah, the cannon. The cannon. That's right.
I mean, that's what we say. We make big gun go boom to try to relate to the
Ooh.
common folk of the world.
That's right. That's right.
I want
It's
one.
you.
But man, we got we got to talking. And Josh came on the show a couple times. He fits right in with us. We appreciate that. You're a funny guy. You got a great message. I mean, after your accident in 2003, okay, when, 2 helicopters collided outside of Mosul. All right, 22 passengers involved and only 4 survived. Right, and you were one of the 4.
I was 5, including me. 4 other beside
4
myself.
others beside yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
And of course, you received burns on your face, and during the recovery process, it was your mission to go around to other wounded soldiers and pep their spirits up. And hey, it's going to be okay. I mean, that's a hell of a mission, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you. I had a little inspiration, but yeah.
But yes, and that inspiration, man, here it is. You're sitting in a room, okay? And also, over there, I mean, involved with the Mighty Strike Brigade, all right? The 2nd Battalion, 502nd Infantry Regiment, Strike Force, leads the way.
Delta Company.
Delta, Heavy Weapons Unit. Man, love me some Delta. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the studio.
On the purple mic.
On the purple microphone. I told you to switch that.
I like it. I'm cool with it.
Y'all are matching.
I'm comfortable
J.R.
with it.
Martinez!
Yeah!
How are you,
I am 100% comfortable with it.
All right, cool. All right.
I rock with it.
It looks like Barney's member, so I feel bad.
Oh, yeah, just rub it.
But yes, here, Chief, I'm going to give you the camera. Try not to make it so shaky this time, okay?
His hat matches his shirt. Your shirt matches the microphone cover.
Yeah. Very intimate.
And a kiss from me to you.
Yeah.
Knick knack, patty whack, I got a poo. Right. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
I mean, JR, here it is. You're so well known, not only just here within this community, but nationwide, internationally. Dancing with Stars really put your blip on the radar screen. A very huge blip at that. But man, it started before that. It started way before Dancing with Stars.
For sure.
I mean,
Here in good old Clarksville.
right.
Yeah.
Now, originally you're a Louisiana guy, right?
Yeah, I was born in Louisiana, lived there for 9 years, and then at 9, my mom picked me up and we moved to Arkansas. To Hope, Arkansas, home of President Bill Clinton.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Hey,
I drove by that house every damn day on my way to school and back.
Yeah, it's a nice house.
And I actually got an opportunity years later to actually speak at an event with President Clinton, and
While he was president, or
no, this is after, and
So cool.
yeah, it was really, it was a big moment for me because I grew up in Hope, and
Right.
this is when he was the president. That's when he was president, and he came back to Hope, Arkansas because his mom passed away, so he came to bury her, and it was like a big deal. I remember standing on the street and seeing the caravan of vehicles going by. Which one is he in? And
Sure, it was a huge motorcade.
Yeah, exactly. We were proud, regardless of the political. Like, I didn't understand. I was 9 years old, but I was proud. Like, this is cool.
Right.
And so when I got a chance to meet him, I said to him, hey, President Clinton, we have 2 things in common. He said, what's that? I said, well, I grew up in Hope, Arkansas, and of course he was, that's great,
That's right.
and
there's a great nudie bar.
that's great, and then I was like, and then the next thing that we have in common is that just like you, I left Hope, Arkansas, and never went back.
Right.
He didn't like that.
Oh, he didn't like that?
He didn't like that.
But it's true.
But I was trying to be funny, but he didn't like that one.
No, you were trying to be inspirational.
No,
dude.
I was trying to be funny.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to be funny and,
Yeah, right.
and actually like call out the truth, the fact that he left and never went back. But I'm not trying to, it was just trying to be funny, but it didn't go well. So I lived in Hope till I was 17, and at 17, I realized I needed to get away from Hope.
Now, why? Well, I mean, when you're in high school,
so-
were you a bad kid? Were you doing drugs? I mean, were you doing?
So I
riffraff?
wasn't necessarily like, I wouldn't say I was like a bad kid.
And did I say riffraff? I
Well, I
apologize
think
for
you
saying
drive
riffraff.
through- drive through Hope.
Why do you have to
Yeah.
apologize for riffraff?
Riffraff, because it's a dork term, right? Riffraff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was like British.
I was thinking of Aladdin. I was getting ready to start
Yeah,
singing.
right.
Aladdin,
yes,
to
yeah.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Riff-raff, street
I don't
rat.
know.
I don't buy
know
that.
if it is.
If only you look closer.
I just can't wait
Never
to be
mind.
the king. Oh wait, that's
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 Lion
yeah,
King. That's
yeah, yeah.
Lion King. Yeah.
Aladdin.
Wow, you're way
Yeah,
off.
yeah, I know. We gotta brush him up over here.
There, you see her sitting there across the way.
Yeah, you're
Little
very
Mermaid.
rare. You should know this.
Little Mermaid.
That's Little Mermaid.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So, but here you are. You're going to high school. Okay, 17 years old. What type of kid were you? Were you a straight A student?
No.
No.
I was a kid that I was the football player. I focused on being everyone's friend, the popular kid, the kid that was always cracking jokes.
Yeah.
You know, that kid. I didn't put too much emphasis on academics.
Very popular, right? I'm sure.
I was well known.
Right.
I was well known because I literally, honestly went about, and Josh has known me for 12 years, no, almost 13 years now, and he knows that I'm the type of person that no matter where I go, no matter wherever I'm at, like I talk to everybody, and I just try to interact with everybody and be friends with everybody, and I've always been that person. But I was a kid that also had a goal. I had a dream, and my dream, as naive as I was about this dream, and it was to be one day a professional football player, which was never going to be a reality.
Hey.
But in
What
a
position
small
did you want to
town-
play?
Hey, Dad.
In a small town, like that's all I had. To
What were you, running back?
No. I was a receiver, and then I played strong safety. And I wasn't this stellar athlete at all. Like I was an average athlete.
Right.
But I had this dream, and that was the only thing that I could actually hold on to because there was no. My mother's from Central America, El Salvador. I was the first generation to be born here.
I love El Salvador.
And so, yeah, it's a beautiful country. And so there was no necessarily like, hey, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to, these are the options you have. For me, it was just like in a small town, it was like sports. That was it.
Right.
And so as I got into high school, I realized that a lot of my peers were being essentially kind of consumed by drugs and gangs and violence. And
In Hope, Arkansas.
In Hope, Arkansas, because it's a small town.
Right.
There's 9,000 people in it.
What was the big drug back then for Hope, Arkansas?
Well, everyone's like smoked marijuana.
Right.
That was the big thing. And then people started doing like meth in Hope.
Even back
Yeah,
then,
even
huh?
back
That's when it
then.
really started.
And so it was just, I just kind of developed this mentality where like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And if I don't get out of here, I'm going to become this community. I'm going to become that.
Right.
And not to downplay and to talk down about the people that are still there, but not everyone had goals or dreams or ambitions. And to me, I always had this mentality like, I would say to my mom, there's more to life than just Hope, Arkansas.
Okay.
Like there's a whole nother world out there, and I want to go see it.
A whole new world.
A whole new world.
There you go, now we're
Exactly.
catching up.
Now we're kind of
I'm
there.
on
You
track
go.
now, finally.
And so when I was 17, I asked my mom if we could move after a short visit to Georgia, and
Wow.
I pretty much came up with a plan to move, and we moved right before my senior year of high school. So I moved to Georgia.
Now, I mean, she was
That's awesome.
she was all for it when you first approached her with this.
No.
What was
so
the
okay,
convincing?
so all right,
How many kids
I know
do
I just
that
kind of
ever?
skimmed over it, but essentially what happened was it was right after my junior year. We went to Dalton, Georgia, which is just south of Chattanooga, Tennessee, so about 2.5-3 hours away from here.
Dalton.
Nice area.
Carpet capital of the world.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Little
yeah.
fact about it, and very beautiful part of the
Dated a
country.
girl like that.
Yeah.
Waka
But
waka
please
waka.
continue. Yeah.
Chattahoochee. So we go to Dalton. I'm looking for a way out of Arkansas. I love Georgia. I love what it was about. I asked my mom if we can go to Dalton. She says no because I'm gonna be a senior. She has a great job. We can't do that. So I come up with a plan. My plan was, and this is what I proposed.
What
to
was her
her.
job? I'm sorry.
Her job?
Yeah.
She worked for Tyson Foods. She was a supervisor.
Very
Oh,
good job,
man.
Dan.
Yeah, it was a very
Job security, too.
job security, an immigrant,
Right.
a single mother,
Getting benefits.
getting benefits.
Right.
It was big. 401k plan. She always talked about that damn 401k
Yes, that's
plan. I
right.
was like, yo, that was everything.
That was everything.
And so she was like, I can't leave my 401k plan. Like that was a big thing for her.
Yeah.
And I got it. I understood it. So this was my plan. She was one day napping after we came back from the quick little visit to Dalton, Georgia.
Yes, that.
She wakes up, and I said, Mom, I figured it out. She's like, what'd you figure out? I was like, we're moving to Georgia. She was like, we're not moving to Georgia. I told you that. And I said, hold on, Mom.
401k.
I'm 17 years old.
Yeah.
I got a master plan because at 17 you got it all figured
That's
out,
right. You know everything.
You know everything at
Everything.
17. So I said, this is my idea. I go to Dalton. I'm there for 2 weeks. I stay with your friend. I try to get a job. If I get a job within 2 weeks, and if I maintain that job, and if I save up enough money in a month to get an apartment, then you have to move to Georgia.
Oh my God.
If I don't get a job within 2 weeks, or if I haven't saved up enough money in a month,
right,
then I'll come back to Arkansas and I'll graduate from high school here, and then I'll think about moving after high school.
Wow.
My mom said deal. I don't know why she said deal.
Because it makes you so different. You really have to prove that, and it makes
Well, maybe
sense.
that's why she was like, let's see if you can really do this. And so
Right. She
all
said
we could-
prove it.
she
all
would
we
be
could
willing to
afford
support you,
was
yeah.
for me to get on a Greyhound bus. So right after my 18th birthday, I got on the Greyhound bus.
What a hell of a lady, man.
Yeah. No, my
Well, he
mom's
was
a
a
pretty
good
stellar
kid.
lady.
Wow.
She really is a stellar lady, and she's always like trusted me,
Yeah.
even as a kid. You know, to go to Georgia and to essentially kind of put the family and
Right.
kind of.
Now, did you have a
Oh, my-
girlfriend at the time too? Or?
I did not. I did not have a girlfriend, and the truth is, I didn't care.
Yeah. It's Hope Arkansas.
I
Yeah,
truly
he was
didn't care.
motivated.
Yeah,
I
Diamond
was
does it,
motivated.
right?
I was like,
Yeah.
I got dreams, guys. I'm going to be in
Yeah.
the NFL one day. That was still my thought process.
That's right. I had a girlfriend there.
So I get to Dalton. A month goes by. I save up enough money. I get an apartment. My mom moves. I go to high school, graduate high school from Dalton, Georgia.
What'd she do work-wise when she moved over
She, being the carpet capital of the world, she worked at Shaw Industries, one of the carpet mills there. So she got a job pretty
Good
quickly.
gig?
Yeah, good gig. Good
Less
gig.
paying than what
no
you-
401k plan, so she was upset about that. That 401k plan is everything for my mom. Like, she has a birthday coming up. I think I'm gonna give her a 401k plan.
Oh,
Like,
here
brand
you
new.
go,
Like,
here
you go, mom.
you go.
Here's for all the years you've missed. Here's a
Happy
401k plan.
Aw.
It's an 802. I'm so
Go
sorry
cash
for
this
everything.
out, mom. You're good. So then it was after I graduated from high school that I was like, what am I going to do? Because college wasn't an idea for
Well,
me.
what were you doing for work-wise?
Well, when I moved to Georgia, I was working at the carpet mill for Shaw Industries. I was doing that, and then when I started school, I quit work.
What do you do at a carpet mill? I mean, do you cut?
I was a
carpet?
Heister driver.
Oh, so you
I
drove?
tore
Oh,
some
that's so
stuff
cool.
up,
The
man.
forklift, right?
I tore some stuff up.
Yeah, what are you
If
guys
I wouldn't
doing?
have quit because I had to start school,
Yeah.
I would have been fired shortly after.
Oh.
Like, I tore up so
Yeah.
much stuff. So I was part of
I can see
loading.
him on the forklift.
Oh my God!
Driving around.
Like loading, semis and unloading them.
Yeah.
And I was intimidated because I was the young guy just. They're hauling, going fast down the aisle, this huge
Yeah.
warehouse, and then I'd slam on the brakes just to slide. And I was a kid, like I was 18
Those things
years
like weigh
old.
5,000 pounds.
And that's what I was trying to do. Like
Imagine that thing
I was
tipped.
treating it like it was a Huffy.
Oh, a Huffy.
And it's like, yeah, baby, I'm a skit. Like, look at this.
I put legs on it. Hop
That's
on
what,
it.
exactly. That's what I was
Did
doing.
you ever play the joust?
No.
Did you ever play
no, I
joust
was
with the
never
two
courageous
carpet
enough
holders?
to do that.
I did that one time. That was
No.
not a good. That was not a good
No.
plan.
Josh, thank God you weren't a forklift operator.
No. Yeah.
Well, as a high schooler at Sears at the loading dock, they were like,
Okay.
"Oh yeah, you can take carpets outside." And we had another forklift that also had one of those carpet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that wasn't. Sundays were a boring day, so what else do you do?
I
Anyway,
wouldn't have done that.
Now you
no.
quit, so you quit the job because you have to go back to school.
I go to school.
Right?
I started playing football. Then my spring semester of my senior year, I get a job and I'm working at Sonic just to make money to pay for prom.
Now
and
here it is. Like
dances.
you're the new kid in school now.
But I was like,
How
all the
crappy
girls
was that?
Oh no, it was great. All the
Yeah?
girls loved me.
Oh,
I
you
was
were like, the new kid.
I was
Yeah.
new me.
Well played, sir.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was
Well
new
played.
me. I was the new.
Did you
kid.
change your entire character?
You know,
what I mean? Your whole
actually,
personality?
that's actually no. That's a great question and a great point because a lot of people don't realize this. So now, JR Martinez
Yeah.
is what I go by. Now, JR does not stand for junior. It stands for Jose Rene.
Okay, so
Jose, very Mexican.
Yes,
very
sí,
Mexican.
sí.
Like,
Ay, Dios mío.
it's very ay Dios mío. And it's like Jose Rene Martinez. And there's like
sounds like a
Whoa.
drug.
Jose Martinez alone.
Yeah.
There's like a million in
Yeah,
like
you got 5
Texas
syllables.
alone.
There you
In
go.
Texas alone.
I love it.
So my father is Jose Martinez. I'm a junior. And my father left when I was 9 months old. I don't know him. I've never met him to this day. I'm 32. I've never met the guy.
He's never tried to contact you
Never
since?
tried. I've tried to reach out to him,
Yeah.
and it's come up short. So my senior year, moving to Georgia, I felt like this was a new start for me. This was my new identity. So what I decided to do is stop going by Jose.
Right.
And I wasn't going to go by Renee because
No, you can't go by Renee.
No.
in the
Because
South and
it's-
Renee,
It's a
they
girl's
just have
name
it.
here.
Yeah,
It's a girl's
exactly.
name unless you're
And I would say,
Canadian, right?
it only has one E. That's
Sounds
the
good to
guy's
me.
way. And they're
Yeah,
like,
one
nah.
E.
It didn't help that back when I was a kid.
Yeah, one E for
you
estrogen. Right.
Josh has probably seen these pictures of when I was a kid, like where I had a ponytail, like the Billy Ray Cyrus thing was going on.
Oh no.
Don't break
So
my
I
heart.
would tell
$20 would get those photos
It's
released.
not a girl's name. And yet I was like
you
swishing
got
my
the rat tail.
ponytail around, like, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad, man. It's Winnie. It's not a girl's name.
So you decided to go with JR then?
JR.
So that's what started JR.
That's
was the move.
That started the
school.
whole. That started my whole. Like I really feel like my life turned around after that. I truly do.
Did you change your clothes? I mean, what were you dressed?
I didn't change my.
Were you a thug? Were you preppy?
He had the Dickies with just a top
The
button.
Dickie. Oh, there's just a top button.
The white beater on underneath.
Watcha, mira, watcha. No.
And what year are we looking at?
Mira, watcha.
What year are we looking at right now?
2002.
So 2002. Okay. Here
9/11
it is.
happened in my senior year.
And where were you on 9/11?
I was in math class.
You were in.
I was
math class.
asleep, and I'm not proud of that, but I was.
Oh, yeah, it's honest.
I'm not trying to. Yeah, but I was asleep.
Right.
That's the kind of student I was. And my friend woke me up, and the TV was on, and of course I saw it, and I became pissed.
Right,
like
right.
a lot of Americans, like a lot of people in the world.
What did your
period.
teacher do? What did your math teacher do?
She was just silent.
Yeah.
She was just silent, and I mean there was really just silence in the room. I remember that there was just silence, and of course, like I remember asking my friends, like, what is this?
Right.
Like, what did I miss between the time that I decided to take a nap? What happened? And everyone was like, oh, it's a terrorist attack, and I didn't really truly understand what that meant.
Yeah.
As an 18-year-old, I didn't understand, like, what do you mean a terrorist attack? What does that mean? I truly did not understand. And so, needless to say, like, you kind of just, like the rest of the world in a way, you just kind of keep it moving, because that's what you feel like is right for the country to kind of show, like, hey, you're not going to stop us, we're going to keep moving.
I mean,
So
did they send you guys home at all? I mean,
we did go home. We actually had a football game, I think, like that week, and it was canceled. Like, I think school.
Right.
Like, I think we went home that day. I don't know if we were out of school the rest of the week, but I know our football game was canceled. And there's actually a really cool picture my mom has at home of the football field where we play, and it was like empty on that Friday where we were supposed to play, and it was like in memory and honor of all the victims of 9/11. But
it stayed in the back of your brain.
it did, and I didn't truly realize that it was going to come into play a few months later.
In 2002.
In 2002, I graduated from high school.
Graduated, okay. I mean, with honors, right?
No.
J.R. Martinez.
Complete opposite. I barely graduated. I had to go to night school my senior year.
Night school.
I had to go to night school. I made it. I was the kid that
we
was.
called it summer school. Right?
That was no. I was a night school.
Night school.
Like
That's
not
even
even
worse.
summer.
Yeah.
I was a night school, and I remember graduation, like the day of graduation, I was standing in the line at the convention center before they go and seat us, and before the whole graduation ceremony starts, and I was nervous, and I was like eyeballing the principal because she was walking up and down, and she was like, she told us, if you don't, I'll wait to the very last minute and pull you out of the line.
But JR, why not be so well? I was going to say well endowed, but why not be
Well,
so good
I've had work
at your
done.
scholastic? I got to rephrase this. So I don't know.
I've had
Why
work
not apply
done.
yourself?
Yeah,
Why do you
I
think
mean,
I've
you're
had 34 surgeries?
I mean, you're an intelligent guy. I mean, you're a smart guy. You're very outgoing.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Well,
This
well,
is where it came from, and as Josh is nodding his head over here, because I'm not an intelligent guy. This is where it came from. Honestly, this is where it came from. And this is not trying to diss my mom by any means, but my mom did not have the opportunity to pursue an education in her country in El Salvador.
Right.
The highest level of education she got was 3rd grade. So even though she was telling me you have to do good in school, there was no she didn't truly understand how to help me in school.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't have those tools, and she was telling me you do well.
Right.
But if I was lost, I couldn't go to her.
Understood.
And so academics was never something I made the connection of understanding the importance of it. I truly looked at it on the surface of like, I'm gonna be an athlete. Why do I need algebra? Why
That's
do I
right.
need
I'm going to be a
science?
wide
Why do I
receiver
need-
for the New York
Exactly.
Giants.
Like,
Who was your
why do
favorite
I
sports
need-
team too?
I'm a Saints guy.
I'm sorry.
It is tough right now. It is tough.
Oh, I like
The
that.
only thing we hold on to is the fact that we signed Sean Payton to an extension, which I don't know what that means, but it's the only thing we got. Right now.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it's all we got.
It's all we got.
But so anyway, so you graduated. You finally
graduated.
did it, and they said congratulations.
Yeah.
You did it, and they were proud of you. Not only your family, I'm sure your family was
Yeah,
very proud
absolutely.
of you. But I mean, did the school know that you were going to be somebody special, or did the school think
it's
that
funny
you were
'cause,
just going to
like-
be another run-of-the-mill carpet?
No. It's really interesting. Like my counselors definitely kind of had like they kind of felt like there was something about me.
Okay.
And they kind of helped encourage me to kind of get through through high school and to graduate on time and things of that nature. But There was really no other emphasis outside of that. I mean, they gave me the time and the attention that I needed in order to help me graduate, but outside of that, there was nothing else.
So why, when you graduated high school, did you try and pursue college? Did you try and apply?
So I went
where'd you apply to? Notre Dame?
No, not far from it. So being raised by a single mother, not having a lot of money, I decided to go to a Division II school in Georgia. And that was my plan. I took a tour of the campus with my mom and one of my friends and his parents. And I was under the impression while I was walking around, I'm going to school here. Yeah. But then I got around to the offices, and one of the counselors came out and told me that I would not be eligible to play sports at the college level for 2 years because I didn't have the right grades.
Because of academics,
right? I didn't meet NCAA regulations.
Oh, man.
And so I can come to college, but I would not
But
be able
did
to
you
play
tell
sports.
them about night school? They're like, hey, but I went to night school.
It didn't matter. And so I was devastated, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm not going to college then. If I can't play football, I can't do what I want to do. I can't do what I wrote down on that sheet of paper when they tell you to write down your 5, 10, 20-year plan.
Yeah.
If it's not happening the way I wrote it down, then I'm not doing it.
So, I mean, were you angry? I mean,
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was mad, and I blamed her, of course. It wasn't my fault.
Now, I mean, did you, now when blaming her, did she understand? I mean, did she understand that what was going on in the back of your brain because she didn't have that education? And
You mean my mother?
Yeah, I mean, did she comprehend why you were mad?
No. I don't think my mother did. I think my mother, honestly, I think the only connection she made was, this was on you.
It was still do well.
Yeah,
right?
this was on you, like you should have done better, and this was on you.
So who brought you to the recruiter? Who gave you the opportunity?
So this is pretty much what happened, man. This is pretty much what happened. I was at home. I got a job in the summer back at the local cable company.
You were one of those guys.
Yeah, I was
installing
one of those guys.
boxes.
I did the inventory. It was.
I
hated it. I hated it. Oh my gosh, I hated it.
You got your door.
And so I worked close to the house, and so I went home. I would go home for lunch, and I remember going home one time during lunch, and I was like, I had some time to kill, so I turned on the TV, and I saw a commercial.
Man, Be All You Can Be or Army of One.
It was Be All You Can Be.
Be All You Can
Yeah.
Be. That's a good
commercial, and I was like, let me just inquire about it.
Right.
And I went and spoke to a recruiter by myself. He gave me
in
some
the same
info.
town in Georgia.
In the same Dalton at the mall.
Dalton.
The Walnut Square Mall.
The Walnut.
And,
Paulie Walnuts.
And I got the
Sopranos.
packet.
Okay.
I
Right.
ran home, and I thought I had a great solution. And I
Yeah.
ran up to my mom and I said, Mom, I know exactly what I'm going to do. She's like, what is it? I said, I'm going to join the United States Army. And immediately, without skipping a beat, she said, no, you are not.
No, you are not. I mean, here it is.
It was like I was like up here in the clouds,
Yeah.
and she just yanked me at the ankle.
Now-
and brought me. It was a hard.
Man, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Now the recruiter. I mean, I understand 100% completely with recruiters. Okay, did they promise you everything? Was there a signing bonus? Especially here it is. Now it's after 9/11. Okay, you know you're going to war if you're signing up. Did you know that you
I
were
was
going to be
naive.
going to war?
I was naive.
Yeah,
I was 19. I was cocky.
Right.
I was 19.
Right.
Nothing's gonna happen to me.
But your
know?
mother knew. Your mother.
My
she
mother
goes,
had the
she
fear,
goes,
and that's why she said, "No, you're not."
She goes, those towers fell and they're still smoldering.
Well, my
Okay?
mother. Now, here's the reason why my mom said, "No, you're not." My mom, in the early '80s in El Salvador, there was a war that was happening.
That's right,
in El Salvador.
Sandinistas, absolutely.
So she saw that war firsthand. So she understands what war does to people, to families.
Absolutely.
So that was one. Two, when I was 3 years old, one of my sisters that was 6 years old, passed away from an illness that she was born with. So my mother had already lost a child.
Damn.
That makes number two. Why no, you're not. Number three was, because 9/11 happened, she knew that we were already at war.
Right.
We were in Afghanistan, and there were rumors of Iraq.
Absolutely.
So there was a possibility of her only and youngest son going to war and possibly losing another child. No, you're not. Who would blame her?
Which
Yeah.
wouldn't have made you eligible for a draft, by the way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
No,
I don't
absolutely.
know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
I
because my
studied
sister
the
didn't.
rules. I studied
You start. Okay, then
I
you
did my
know. You're my
research.
lawyer. You know, like yeah.
Assistant.
Yeah. So I, pretty much, after sitting down and really talking to her about it, I joined the army. I joined.
How'd you convince her though?
I just told her
Because you wanted her approval, right?
I wanted her approval. I didn't need it.
Right.
Because I was of age, but I wanted it, and I just told her that I felt that this was a great opportunity for me to grow up. I honestly, my family being from another country, the opportunities my mother received in this country to make money,
Yes.
to become a citizen.
Right.
Not only I saw how it it helped me, affected me in a positive way. It
Right.
gave me a roof over my head and food in my mouth, but it helped my family in El Salvador.
Understood.
Like,
You're a chess player. I like the way you're looking at it.
And so, the way I started to kind of look at 9/11 is it pissed me off because you weren't just messing with my mother and I who were in this country, on this land, on this soil, and everyone else.
Right.
You're now messing with my family in El Salvador because they rely on my mother
Yes.
who's here. And like it was a deeper connection. And so for me, I felt I needed to give back to this country.
And it was your chance.
And this was my opportunity.
It was your chance.
It was my opportunity to get money for college. It was my
Right.
opportunity to just
To better yourself.
to better myself and to get out of Dalton.
And-
I love Dalton, but just
Right.
to get out of there.
And I
do
know it's
something
cliche and everyone says it, but it's so true. I mean, you're provided the chance, okay, to not only better yourself, but like you just so eloquently said, your family and your extended family.
Right, right.
It's 1:30. We've got to take a break here, but we're about to get into you joining the service. All right. Do you remember the date that you raised that right hand?
September 12th, 2002.
The day after September 11th, the
Yeah.
day after the 1-year anniversary is when you raised your right hand and said, "I do" to that Constitution.
Good old Fort Knox.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear about the Saints. I'm sorry to hear about Fort Knox.
0 for 2.
Man,
I'm 0 for 2 right now.
But I'll tell you what.
I'll make it up to you.
Man, JR, you're.
I'll dip you or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
There you go.
Well, I'll
I'm
tell
a
you
good
what.
dipper.
We got
And
our.
I mean that in a very unkinky.
Yeah, we got.
nasty way.
Is Mia out there, right? Mia, come on in. We got my dance instructor from Dancing with the Stars. Which it's so funny that the money that we raise money for, the funds is for single parents trying to go to school.
Right.
You know, for
Which is
our
awesome.
local, right?
Which is awesome, man.
I love it. So yeah, Mia. Oh, look
That's
at-
not
look
Mia.
at you.
That's
That's not me.
Look at you.
How you doing, Mia?
How are you? Nice
I'm
to
JR.
meet you.
Nice to
Mia,
meet you.
nice to
It's a
meet you.
I
pleasure
got to
meeting
spend
you.
hours with her. Isn't she gorgeous looking?
Do you enjoy
Yeah,
spending
say
hours?
hello to the microphone.
Do you
Say
enjoy
hello to
spending
the-
hours with him?
Hello, how is everybody today?
No, she smells so good too.
Do you
You're gonna get me in
enjoy
trouble,
spending-
you know that?
Everyone's avoiding my question.
Well,
I
what's the
have
question,
a
JR?
question.
What?
Everyone's asking me questions. Let me ask one question.
What?
Do you enjoy spending hours with him?
Yes, I did. I do.
I did.
I did.
I did.
Past tense.
We haven't seen
I'll
each
show,
other.
let me
You're
show you
done.
the text. Can I
That
show
means
him
that
the
You're
text?
done. You're actually done.
Where's it?
It just ended.
Where's the text? We had like a heartfelt text today. Can I share it?
Yes, you can.
Here. Let me as we and here, Mark, play some going to break music.
That's because you
here.
were coming, JR.
Thank
That's
you,
why.
sir. Yeah, she probably she's kissing my butt because she
No
knew it was
way.
going to be. Mia, where are you? Here we go. Okay, so we had the big during the beginning of the month, the big where we got robbed, by the way, because we were the best. And we're gonna play the
Yeah.
video. I want your critique, your honest critique.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't mind.
I will. It will be honest.
Yeah.
I will be honest.
I
I'm
just
telling
peed
you
a
right
little bit
now.
when he said
Like,
that.
it will be honest.
Good. I need honesty.
I played football with a guy in high school, and I was a judge at the local in Dalton, Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
And he thought that he was going to get an automatic 10, and I
Yeah.
gave him a 9.
A 9.
And the other day, I was at my house, like last week. This happened a year ago. This dancing competition.
Yeah.
And last week, I was at my house. And I was just sitting there watching some college basketball. I was having a little whiskey, just kind of by myself, just
Absolutely.
sitting back, relaxing. And what do I get? I get a text from one of the kids that I went to school with, and it's like, "Oh, I'm hanging out with so and so, and he's mad that you gave him a 9. You should have given him a 10." And I was like, "Listen, man, that's why I'm here. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
You
I'm
must
not-
get us all the time to do these.
I do,
Right.
but I'm
'Cause
gonna
I was
be
just about to
honest.
ask you. I was just about to ask you.
Because
if the wires-
I'm not a pro in the sense of where like it's all about like I'm not going to look at your footwork and like Len Goodman.
Right.
I'm not going to critique your technique. And
Yes.
I'm going to look at everything. I'm going to look at did I see enough of you? I'm going to look at your personality. Did you make me feel like I wanted to get up and dance? Because that's what it's about as well.
Well, then you should have been our judge because we would have won then, right, man?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's this intimate text that we shared. today.
Intimate?
So I told her
yeah,
that.
pan over
Intimate. I like that word.
to see.
I-
Because he might not be reading all of it. And we'll catch all of it.
Keeping him
No,
legal.
she's married.
Which is
so
why
it's not gonna
you
get in
are.
trouble.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
No,
What's
he's a
his
cool
name?
guy.
Chris.
He's
Cool.
Sorry,
guy.
Chris.
He's the man. He's
Chris,
the man.
sorry, Chris. You're the man, Chris.
so,
You're the
uh,
only man, Chris.
I told her that you were coming on the show today.
Okay.
Well, I told her while we were dancing that we had a chance to get you on the show.
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh my God, that's great." Like she started having a murmur, right? A
No,
murmur.
let's not say this. She's
Yeah.
married,
Yeah.
Chris.
I like
don't want Chris to
palpitation
think-
better.
No,
I'm kidding.
Chris gives her heart attacks. You give her murmurs. But yeah. So and then I go, "Hey, is it awkward to miss our dance practices?" Is what I sent her.
Okay.
And she goes, "Not at all. I was going to tell you the same thing. I miss seeing you." LOL.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, right, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling
Oh, with absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. And then it was all smile faces. And
Okay, so that kind of brings up something.
Yeah.
So that I have a question, and there's 2 women in here.
Oh.
Three, Chief AJ.
Yeah.
Look at those boobs.
Look
Chief.
at those boobs.
Look at those boobs.
Home. Home. He's wearing a shirt that says home.
Man's lactating.
Boobs are my
right
home.
out.
Yeah.
So
Boobs are my
I'm
home.
sorry. That's
No.
No, it's
So okay, so
Gross.
I need you to come closer, Mia. So this is a question. This is a legitimate question. So I get like they'll like I have friends that are like, well, actually, all right, let me phrase this differently. They're not really friends. They're just people that I've met or whatever, and they'll always like send me a text or send me an email, and they'll end it with XOXOXO.
Yes. What is hugs and kisses?
If I know it's hugs and kisses,
Right.
but if you're like married, like why are you hugging and kissing me? Like why? Like
Sky?
Should you
Yeah.
read into that? Should you not?
Maybe it's just a little.
Because I'm a
like,
guy
depends
and I'm
on
like
where
It's
it's coming
playful. Like her text was playful today.
But see, you guys know each other. You're
Right.
cool like that. Like this person, like one particular person that happened to me recently. I know
Yeah.
she's married.
Yeah.
She works with someone
she-
that I just met her once, and she's married.
Is she brilliant?
She's yeah.
Is she brilliant?
Yeah.
Then there may be subtext. If she is not brilliant, she's just being real sweet.
I got the
You
answer.
can't be real smart.
Because I read into it.
I got
I'm
the
like,
answer.
Hugs and like kisses.
I'm telling you, has she poked you on Facebook? If she's poked you on Facebook,
you
it
can't,
means she wants to hang out with you alone.
It hasn't happened.
That's not
Okay.
what that
Yes,
means.
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Why, you poke people?
I poke everyone.
Oh! On that note,
But
we
I'm
go
an
to a break.
I'm an instigator.
When we get back, we got a couple of local stories to get
They
into,
poked
but
me
man,
first.
we're
Oh, baby. Oh, Chief.
I'll spend
You get
30
all
minutes.
this?
I thought she was walking funny.
Hey, I tell everyone happy birthday too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
that's
those are
right.
my I
Yeah,
pay
poking
attention
and
to
happy
all
birthday.
the notifications. I poke
I
back.
poke you on your birthday.
I spent 30 minutes going
Yeah,
poke
great.
back,
No
poke back, poke
excuses,
back, poke
commercial
back, poke
time.
back,
No
poke back.
excuses, commercial time.
Great.
I just think to me it's like
She
tag.
pokes people on their
Well,
birthday. This is
to-
fantastic.
no, to me
I
it's
feel
like-
shorted that I got
you
the
guys,
the
you
coffee
guys-
press.
No, to me
my
it's like
birthday
playing
today.
tag. It's like
It's my
tag.
birthday.
It's all
Yeah,
it is.
sure it is.
Get it out.
Are you gonna put me on my birthday?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is Ernesto's birthday tomorrow.
And I'm gonna tell you happy birthday.
But all right, we got
Oh,
to
man.
we got to take a break here. But when we get back, we got a couple of local stories to catch up on. But we're definitely going to continue
It is.
telling the J.R. Martinez story. Let me tell you, a fantastic story thus far, and we haven't even got into you joining the Army.
Yes.
You just raised the right hand. It's September 12th, 2002. And you're like, yes, I will do what I have to do to not only better my country, better my family, better myself. We're about to find out how you did it all. When we get back right here on the Joe Padula Show, WJCM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
Poker.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I get invited. People like always hit me up to invite me to play these like games.
You're gonna sit here, all right?
I don't play
Like-
any of the games.
I'm gonna tell you right now what game it is.
oh, dude, don't be reading my XOXO text.
No, it's confusing as shit. It really is confusing as shit. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I get that.
All right, we'll be right back. More with
It's
J.R.
confusing.
Martinez.
Send her back.
He's the man.
the
Excellent.
egg yolk, the
Great,
eggplant,
great,
winky face.
great
Is what she
story.
wants.
What's the
What does that
eggplant?
mean?
There's an
Sorry,
eggplant.
What
sorry.
does that mean?
What do you think an eggplant looks like?
Can you send him an eggplant and a pile of pork? And is that like
He had the little
That
eyes
sounds-
like
that sounds like I'll do you in the bum?
You've been invited.
That sounds like anal.
Thumbs
That's
up.
what that is.
Eggplant.
This is what I
pile
got.
of poop.
You get invited to play Criminal Case.
How are you?
Oh,
Oh, I hate that. That candy
I thought there was
crush.
like maybe they could do this from now on. Like, since they would only put this emoji
I just,
on.
I just,
Yeah,
I
we're
just,
gonna play,
I just wish, I don't need it.
You know,
Okay.
for
I
the
just
audience,
wish you would just like,
that audience video.
Be like a real person and
like
spell it out.
no, just put X. Put O's. Kisses is like, that's the part. Because like I'm a hugger. I'm a southern boy. I hug. Like that's what I do.
Yeah.
And then the belly dance.
But I just, I feel like there's a, and it could be a kiss on the cheek. I get
I'm a
it.
Latino. Yeah, we kiss on the cheek.
We kiss on the cheek.
We say
But,
that.
like,
Yeah,
Hey,
and like
once
to
a
my
while, we got
grandma
one.
was.
yeah,
But
it's just-
you know, some girls do that. Not all girls do that. Some of them send me X's and O's.
Here,
I don't
guys,
know. That's just how they sound.
recap.
So if you were married, if you were married or in a relationship, like or you're married, so,
I'm engaged, but
or you're engaged, okay. So
Not married yet, so I can go either way. I'm just kidding.
If
I'm
you don't-
just kidding.
I can tell it's gonna do well.
Let's put it this way: if you don't know her well enough for her to be sending that, then it's inappropriate.
Yes.
If you guys are friends, close,
I
family,
get
whatever,
it.
then
Absolutely.
it's totally okay.
But then if Chris did this to a woman that he just kind of met, or if a woman sent this to Chris, what would
Beat his ass. No.
Yeah, you no, but you would
Don't beat his ass, beat her ass.
You probably wouldn't like it though, right?
No, but I would beat him because he's accepting me.
You gonna go beat
So
some
if
ass?
this girl's husband doesn't do that to her, then she shouldn't be doing that to him. But
There's a
she's
component of it that's
and if you're
inappropriate.
not her friend, if you don't know her like
If
that,
she's
then
married,
it's
she
inappropriate.
shouldn't be doing that when you don't know each other.
Even if it's just like hugs and like friends. I do have guy friends, but like.
Which kind of makes me like I read into it. And I was like, why is she doing
She's trying to get some of that.
Yeah. Maybe she's
trying to slow it. No, I don't think she's slowing.
Girls send it to me, but I don't think they want to kiss on me.
I think they do.
They might.
They
might.
Well, now I know.
Walking around those legs.
I didn't read around and I didn't
Walking around
hear.
those legs.
Missing out.
So how long have you been dancing?
Since I was 2 years old.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And I started teaching dance at 12 years old. I'm 32. So I've been teaching dance. I taught 2 years as an assistant, and then at 14 I started teaching
Full time. So you've been 18 years.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's your style?
Everything.
Well, what would you say is like your
I love hip hop and like contemporary. That's what I'm doing. That's what they do.
What is that? They didn't start incorporating that into dance music
They do.
until after.
See, that's what happened with us is they had 2 old ballroom little instructors as judges, and then they had some old white man that was like a judge or something. You know what I mean? So they gave us the opportunity to do a freestyle. We could do anything you wanted to do, and then we had to incorporate 16 counts of ballroom. So that's what we did. We did salsa. That was nothing. But we did a freestyle routine for 2.5 minutes. A freestyle routine. So this was the year that was like, bam, you can do anything you want to do. I taught Joe. Joe did lyrics. Started off with. He did tap. He did hip hop.
I'm so nervous now. I don't know.
But
When I was
these
a
ballroom
kid,
people, they just sat there and they made
plastic.
They were like,
Out the trash can.
you know what I mean? They were like, oh, we want to see.
Well, I was like Richard Pryor. I just didn't know that saying, if it turns blue, it must be true. I didn't know nothing about that. I was freebasing.
You get a magical. But what is this? Richard Pryor running down the street.
If you shut the intern's door and leave that one open.
Yeah, we've already done enough for the interns today.
It's bloody fucking.
We've already done some. Wait till you hear our guys' duet, like the intro or whatever you guys want to call that for like your show. Mine and JR's duet.
Oh yeah?
It's like the old school answer machine messages. I'm Josh. I'm JR.
Oh, nice.
You guys will love it.
That would be awesome.
Absolutely. Bada bing.
I wonder when we get to hear it.
What?
I wonder when we get to hear it.
I don't know. It's probably not good enough because the interns are going to save it for themselves and be like, we made this.
We'll forget to save it.
Everyone wants to be famous until they're famous, and it ain't cool anymore.
In the Mark, in the
Then it's
Dropbox
all- then
is
it's
the
work.
dance with the
Yeah. Exactly.
You get there now, you work. Oh, that's how that goes.
What do you mean you just can't ride the coattails?
Yeah.
And that's the one.
That's what
Where's the code everyone talks about?
There's people
Everybody in
going
the
to
audience
college
were like,
now.
"Oh,
There's
that's
single
good."
parents going to college
Yeah.
because of you guys.
Joe.
That's what it's about.
How do you?
$10,000. You know.
See, that's the truth. That's the real trophy.
We don't care if we won, we lost.
That's the real
That-
trophy.
All that on there is a bit. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it.
That's what it's about.
10 grand. 10 individuals got 1,000 apiece to help pay for a semester, and that's what it's about.
That's cool.
How do you know Jeffrey Bond?
Oh, Jeff Bond, he served with us.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that was my last first song before I got out. Before he
Oh
went to
my
the
God.
academy.
For Sergeant
You know
Bond.
he's on his way back, right? As a sergeant major. He's coming back to rock the song.
Come on.
Seriously.
Oh, he's coming in.
Oh, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
coming in.
He's coming back.
All right, here we
He's
go.
going to be ops.
Yeah, oh, he's the man. Yeah. Yo! Welcome back, everybody. Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM. That's right, AM radio.
In the AM.
But we're changing the game here in the South, y'all. Yeah.
Certainly are.
You ain't kidding. Talk radio means live music. I mean, we're introducing, okay? I get this all the time. JR, I get this all the time. Oh, AM radio. Like, yeah, AM radio. In New York, it's a big deal. You know what I mean? It's one of the most revenue-producing radio formats out there, AM radio, talk radio.
Yeah.
But we're introducing the Tonight Show format. talk radio, on-air games. We've got a couple on-air games later on. Celebrity Factor Crap, okay? One of them has your name in it, so yeah, we'll play that.
Crap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it right now. Crap.
Crap.
Well, it's the renaissance of radio is what you've done. You've reinvented this mindless zombie mentality where people are just scanning through stations trying to hear a song they like.
Right.
And you've totally reversed it to where people actually listen and care about it and they tune in just to listen to it.
Well, I did it through 2 ways.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get through the door.
No, I did it through 3 ways, Scott.
It's
Yeah,
getting
Okay?
better.
1, forming a team and making sure that team is damn good, and you guys are damn good at what you do. So I appreciate my team. I learned that in the Army.
Well, I'm glad Bay's here because I don't know what you were doing.
Bay's the man.
It's really all big.
Bay, how are you the man?
I don't know.
See, that's why. That is why. Okay? And
He's our moral compass.
2 is through the bringing in the guests and having these open and honest dialogues. Okay, having these discussions. Okay, not talking points, PowerPoint slide stuff. Okay, so here we are. We're having a conversation that is somewhat structured, but we go on many different tangents, as you can see.
It's got segments.
But as long as we continue the course of telling the story, we're going to be okay. And 3rd is that live music.
Yeah.
Okay, bringing in these artists. Nashville, Tennessee. You're the music mecca of the world. Okay, everybody comes to Tennessee to play music. And the fact that radio stations out there, including you in Nashville, okay, that you are neglecting, that you are refusing to play these unsigned artists, okay, just because they're not the top 1%. Shame on you.
Well, if what is their fallback is your beneficial point here. You know, you're a power promoter, and you're bringing them on. And you're the forefront of just what's going to be a new movement in the resurgence of radio. Radio listenership is going down.
It's going down, but we're bringing it back up. And I tell you, you know how we know it's effective, Sky? Okay, when other stations are copying our format.
Well, I was going to say it was all of our Facebook statistics.
Oh yeah, the Facebook stats are great.
Through the roof.
Yeah, they're not as good as General King's Facebook statistics.
Wow, he is pretty.
I don't have a radio.
I mean, I tell you what, JR, I'm going to get into some of the social media aspects because I mean, once you're, as we said earlier, your blip on the radar screen just took the entire screen. I mean, I want to know how that changed your life. I mean, your day-to-day routine. Okay, I mean, because here it is. You're what we've heard so far, a regular guy. Right, regular guy who
small town
just tried to change not only your lives but the lives of your family and the country surrounding you, which is fantastic. But then, man, you get onto the celebrity status where everybody knows who you are. Ellen DeGeneres, I mean, all the shows, the whole bit, and we're gonna do celebrity name dropping in a little bit. I can't wait. All right, but man, I mean, here it is. You're still a regular guy. That's I don't want to say it's unheard of, but it's just from what I've seen, it's a rarity, and it's a beautiful attribute that you have. Seen.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Oh, forget about it. If not, you wouldn't have been here. You'd be like, hey, I'm radio.
I did it for Josh.
Absolutely. And I tell you, that's the difference. Veterans, okay, battle buddies.
I trust him.
Yes.
And the short amount of time that I spent with you, like I was like, oh, I know Joe. Like, okay, cool. Like this is cool. Like, yeah, I'll do this. Like I'm in town visiting him because he's getting ready to be a papa.
Isn't that great?
Papa.
10 days becomes a father for the first time.
Doesn't know what he's
as
having.
long as it don't come earlier.
That's right.
Which if it's knowing my kid and my wife, it won't come early. But
that'd be great.
I hope the baby. Like I've told him, was like I would love to deliver the baby.
For JR's trip, can you induce it earlier?
Well, I mean, you know,
we do yoga.
Yeah.
Like I told him a few weeks ago, we were talking. I was like, I may not be a real doctor, but I played one on TV.
That's right.
Or at least a security guard at a hospital.
I was a cop on all my children, and I was in Seattle, Washington. This was about 6 months after I started on all my children, and I got pulled over because I was going too fast. Like Seattle's very hilly.
Driving insane in Seattle.
It is very insane, and I was driving to the event where I had to speak. And I just happened to glance down on my phone, and I was going downhill, and it just kind of picked up speed. So he pulls me over, and I give him my license, and he says the license was like Georgia, I think, and he said so where do you live and what do you do? That's what he said. He says what are you here for? And I said, oh, I'm speaking, and he says, well, what do you do? And I said,
what do you do?
Not a bright moment in my life, and I said I was 25, and I said well, I'm a cop in Pennsylvania.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait. So
The reason I said this is because on all my children, viewers that are listening right now,
Right.
know that All My Children takes place in Pennsylvania. And I was a cop on the show.
Well, you trying to be funny?
I was trying to be funny.
Again, it didn't work with President Clinton.
It didn't work.
It didn't work with the cop?
And the cop was like, well, first he was like, oh, like,
you
he
got
felt like
questioned.
alumni, like, this is great,
Yes.
like, you know, a brother from Pennsylvania.
You were like almost
in
stolen
my
valor
state.
for police.
So, and he asked, I forgot what question he asked me a question about, and I said, well, I'm not really a cop. See, I just like I'm an actor and I play one on TV. He's like, and he grabbed my license. He's like, I'll be right back. Stay here. And I was like, I messed that up. I'm going to jail. And so he comes back. He's like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to school. And I had to like give him the elevator pitch of like, I'm a veteran. I'm coming to speak for this and this. I had to like play that card to get out of it because I was dumb and
Did you get out of it?
I got out.
After a selfie. He had to take a selfie.
After
with
a
the cop.
selfie.
And that, my friend, is acting. Nice
I-
job, man, acting.
I'm a cop in Pennsylvania. It's so stupid. Such a
But
such an idiot. Josh loves that. Look at him. You would think he's reburned, like how as red as he is.
Oh my God!
As red as he is, you would think that he just torched again. Torch is coming alive.
It's a sauna in this room.
Torch is alive. It is.
We
hot
can't
in here.
make those jokes. It's like me,
Why
I can't
did
make a
you-
black joke.
Why you guys?
Make that joke.
Right.
He can make a black joke.
Yeah, right, but I
Are you
can't.
Dominican? You're not black.
No.
I'm a black American.
You're a
That's
black
right.
American.
That's right.
Yeah, you can
And
make
proud.
Sky was making bird jokes the first time I was here, though.
Yes, Scott.
Yeah, what's a bird joke?
No, a burn joke.
Oh, yeah.
That was so.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I thought you said bird.
I make all kinds of birds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she ain't right.
But
When
not
we,
with the cops.
when we went to break, we just got to the point where you were J.R. Martinez, okay? Here he was, young J.R. Martinez, 17, 18, 19 at this point,
When I
signing up
joined
for the Army.
I was 19.
19 years old, okay? You were like, I can't install cable boxes anymore. I'm done.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it
I'm
sucks.
done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The pay sucks. I gotta go home.
It was hot.
It was hot, right? It's in Georgia. I do declare, right? The whole bit.
I do
Khaki
declare.
shorts, terrible.
Yeah. So, nonetheless, you're done drinking mint juleps, and you're like, I want to serve.
I do declare.
So now you get the approval from the family,
Yeah.
even though you didn't need it, but you wanted it.
Yeah.
And you sign up. You go to Fort Knox for basic training.
No, I enlist.
You enlist.
I enlisted Fort
That's
Knox.
right, because you go
And
to
then I
Fort
I go
Benning
to Benning.
because you were infantry.
11B. Yeah.
That's right. You
11B.
know, as the
Charlie
unintelligent say-
247, Sand Hill. I go to, I get off the bus, and I think to me, I honestly thought the military was gonna be like just football camp,
Right.
just a bunch of guys hanging out, like it was gonna be fun,
Sure.
you know. And I
Gross.
get off the bus, and they're like
Gross.
push, and I'm like, why? I didn't do anything. Like I just got off the bus, like
Hi,
I didn't
my
do
name's
anything.
JR.
And I remember our recruiter, the one thing he shared with me, he said, you do not want them to know your name,
Okay.
and it made no sense to me.
Right.
And 2 days into basic training, they knew my name.
Yeah.
And I understood like what he meant.
That's right.
Oh, he was telling
They,
jokes
yeah,
again.
they knew my name. Like, yeah, it was bad. Like I leave an impression, and basic training is not the place that you want to leave an impression.
Now going in, okay, like when I did my basic training, it was 2008. 2001, September 11th played a big role in my life too. We were 2 blocks down. Okay. But nonetheless, so when I joined, everybody was already knew we were at war, the whole bit. But in 2002, when these drill sergeants, okay, I mean, they must have been more on than they've ever been before, because here it was, the invasion of Afghanistan had already taken place in November of 2011.
Yeah.
2001, okay. Iraq kicked off on March 18th, 2012. All right, so these drill sergeants must have been in full drill sergeant mode, no joking around, no nonsense, the whole bit. And here he is. I mean, young J.R. Martinez. I'm not saying but you're a fun guy. You're a very extroverted guy.
I was like I said again. I was very naive. I mean, I was very naive. I was just kind of like, man, it's all fun and games, like kind of in a sense. Like
Early
I didn't.
20s.
Yeah, I didn't truly understand the severity of what I was doing. I really did not.
Did they get you? Did they make it clear?
Yeah, the drill sergeants definitely. Well, listen, man, these guys have been there and done that.
But have they?
They had deployed, you know,
Okay.
not to Iraq, Afghanistan,
Like
but to different,
Kosovo,
to
right.
Kosovo, and I think one of our drill sergeants was in Desert Storm in the early '90s.
An old
And-
drill sergeant.
Yeah, he was an older guy. But I remember like there was one of the guys that he was a ranger, And Drill Sergeant Hanzik, and he sat down with us one day in the field, and he like literally laid it out. He's like, "Listen, guys, this is what's really going to happen. You're going to deploy. You're going to war."
Yeah.
And he had this real conversation with us. He didn't treat us like privates, you know,
Right.
that we were. He talked to us.
Did
like,
you respect that more?
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure you had the drill sergeants that treated you like.
And he was one of them.
Right.
But to see this other element of him being a leader, in a sense.
Almost human.
Yeah, human, and just really talking to us, like treating us like, hey, this is the brotherhood that I've been hearing about, and you're talking to us as if we are your brothers. Like, yeah, and it really, I remember all of us sitting there as young men, young boys, and like looking up at him like eyes big, and, and I remember like the first sergeant I remember one time he stood on the platform and he was addressing all of us, and we're all sitting Indian style on the floor.
Crisscross applesauce. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah, there's no more Indian style.
Yeah. You get in trouble
with
enough for that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Can it be Native American style?
No, you can't say
No,
that.
that how dare you?
How about yoga style or
applesauce?
something?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Are you guys serious?
Right, Miss Maya, right?
Yeah,
That's the way that works. That's what we tell our dancers.
That's right, crisscross applesauce. So you're sitting crisscross applesauce at basic training.
So Indian style, got it.
So you're sitting there, okay, and
and
he's coming up to play drill sergeant, and poor Barney's member, but
he's getting a lot of action today.
oh boy.
Oh my
So
God.
nonetheless,
I actually met the Barney guy before.
No,
like
the
the
guy
guy
that
that
played
was
Barney?
Barney.
Man, I gotta become a celebrity one
What
day.
does he look like? What is it?
Well,
Surely
it's purple.
He wasn't in the
no, he's a
Very
short
jolly.
black guy.
No.
And I grabbed him because I didn't want you to be like, this is a racist joke. This is it's a fact. It's like he's a short black guy.
That gets great.
And I'm just grabbing so he didn't hit me. And he was like he kept saying to me, he's like I was Barney. He kept saying it. I was like,
did you believe him?
And well, I don't know who to believe because I mean Barney is.
Did he do the voice or was the voice somebody else?
I don't remember if he did the voice.
Oh, I'm Barney and I'm black.
No,
no.
Well, he wouldn't say that. I'm black.
Sorry.
He wouldn't say that.
No, 'cause, yeah.
But I remember just he was like, and he was just kept bringing it up. I was Barney to everybody.
Right.
And I quickly.
Was he inspired or something?
I quickly realized why he was doing that because he was in a sense famous, but he was not famous.
No,
the costume
right.
was famous.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was telling everyone I was the guy that like kind of made him famous, that did everything, and so he was just trying to like. I'm trying to establish my presence, and no one is believing me or caring about it.
Yes,
and he just kept telling me, he's like, bro, I was Barney.
That's the weirdest kind
And then
of
I saw him at
celebrity.
Chase one day, at Chase Bank in North Hollywood in California, and he's like, hey man, remember me? I'm Barney. Like we met, and I was like, I remember you, bro. Like I was never gonna forget you ever in my life.
Hey, it's me again.
Never
you
gonna
jerk.
forget
You should be this guy's stunt double. That's what I get all the
I
time.
love it.
I'm like, oh, you Jerry Martinez? I'm like, do I look Hispanic?
Oh man.
All burnt people look alike.
That's what people think. So when I started doing interviews
That's great.
after I was injured,
Well, look, can we get to that point?
all right, we'll get to it.
All right.
Don't let me forget.
Yeah, no, hold on. Let me write down Barney.
No, not Barney. The interviews.
Interviews, okay.
After injury.
That's not how you spell Barney.
I spelled Parney.
It's okay. No one's observing.
B's and P's. No, it's confusing.
All right. So here we are. Okay, so
People are listening. Like
you ain't kidding. I hope
people,
so.
people are actually listening.
They might be
like,
turning
are
out.
watching.
Yeah.
Can you track to see how many people are like?
Well, right now, what do we got on the Facebook live feed? Last time we did it was 248 at the moment on the.
And that's what's like, damn, you're making me work.
Our
I gotta look up something.
Our tune-in numbers
we got
are where
30
it's
right
at,
now.
but
30.
30, yeah, great.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
yeah, that's nothing. But
That's cool.
No.
It just shows I have no pull.
Yeah, no. Believe you me,
That's what it
it's not vice
shows.
versa.
That's up 300%.
You ain't kidding. But nonetheless, so here it is. Okay, you go through the basic training.
Yeah.
You finish it off. All right. Your AIT, your advanced is also at Fort Benning more.
It's cut short
because units are needed.
Yeah,
Soldiers are needed.
we need bodies.
Right.
So it's cut short. I go. It's December of 2002 when I graduate from basic. I take.
And I'm sure you were happy at the time. Oh, thank God it's short, right? Thank God they cut it short, right?
And I go home. I go to Georgia for like convalescent leave, essentially like a break, and then I had to report to my unit January 12th of 2003, which was the 101st. I drive up here on.
We used to call it Conjo. What was it?
Conjugal?
Conjugal visit leave. That's what we
Yes.
yeah.
Dude. Yes.
Block leave, the normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Conjugal. Yes.
So you're back in Georgia.
So I didn't come report to Fort Campbell January 12, 2003, and I'm at Garrison waiting to find out exactly where I'm going to be, if I'm going to be Rakistan, if I'm going to be 50 Dudes, if I'm going to be, what was the other, 187?
187.
327.
187, 1st Brigade, okay. And then 327. 327 and 506.
506, yeah.
So, second.
and
6 wasn't around yet.
I was
6 wasn't around that at the time?
No, it was 502nd. And so I was waiting. After about 10 days or so, finally I get assigned Delta Company 2nd and 50 Dues.
And did you know what the 101st was?
No, I had no clue.
Because when I got the orders for Fort Campbell,
I had no clue.
I was like, oh, good, what is that? And then someone goes, Band of Brothers. That's the only thing that I had reference of what the 101st was.
I had no
I wasn't a military guy. I mean,
neither was I.
Right.
I had no knowledge. I literally showed up, and I remember, again, 19, this was my college in a lot of ways. I showed up, and I was hanging out with guys that had some experiences, had some training, had been through some courses, and had some certifications under their belt. And needless to say, I looked at them as like badasses. And I was 19, and I felt like a man. I was living in the barracks, had my car. I loved my mom, but I was away from her. And
what car did you have?
I have a Nissan Maxima.
It was a Nissan Maxima? Was it black?
I still got it.
Yeah, you still got the Nissan
got
Maxima?
it.
What bumper stickers are on it?
There's no bumper stickers.
Oh, thank God.
It's actually worse.
So it's like
no, it has like airbags. It has limo tint. It has shaved door handles.
Oh, you are a thug. Oh, does it have the spinning rims? You know,
it doesn't have spinners.
Oh, spinners. That's what.
It doesn't have spinners, but
that's my favorite.
It's funny. Like when I roll up to a gig and hit switches. They're like, wait, who's that? Who just got out of their car? And it's like, DJ Martinez just got out of that car. I'm like, that's my ride.
That's my ride.
I'm so proud of it, too.
That's my Maxima. We used to call them Maxi Pad.
I ended up getting...
We used to call them the Nissan Maxi Pad.
So I get here, and I was young, man. I was a kid. I remember one day, platoon sergeant O'Shea telling me to do something. I was doing it, whatever it was I was doing. I was like humming, singing, like having a good time. Like, because I was naive. And he came up to me and he had a real conversation with me. He said, "You need to be prepared because we are going to war."
Right.
And he wasn't talking about physically; he was talking about mentally.
Right.
And this is what my response was to him was, I said, "Sergeant, I just got out of basic training. I just got here. Relax." That's the way I talked to my platoon
just relax,
sergeant
relax.
as a private. And after I got done doing push-ups, yeah, exactly. Like I got back up, but I didn't say that to him because I was trying to be disrespectful. I said that because I didn't truly believe that it was going to happen to me. And a month later...
How is that, though? I mean, like, mentally. I mean, is it just because of your age?
Yeah, it's because your age. It's because I looked at it as... I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. I mean, we turn on the news daily, open up the paper if you still read it, go to our social media, timeline, and scroll through. And there's stuff happening, it seems like every day, whether it's in our community or around the world. I mean, Brussels the other day. There's stuff happening, tragedies happen every single day. And we see those things that happen to those individuals, whether in our communities or somewhere else foreign to us. And we stop, we pause, we learn about it, we pray for them if you do that, you wish them well, but then you move on with your day.
Right,
you never stop and think, this could happen to me.
You're reading it, you're not living it.
So even though I knew war was a possibility, I never thought it would be my reality. I truly was naive in a sense of where I didn't think war was going to happen. And yet, a month later, after he had that talk with me, he came and handed all of us in the unit orders stating that we were going to be deploying any day to one of these countries in the Middle East.
Right.
It was real. It was happening.
When did you find out it was going to be Iraq?
It was February of 2003. I don't remember the exact date.
Man, so just
it was like the end of February when we
not
knew,
even a month.
Like we all had an idea.
Deployed,
It was Iraq, right? Like you had an idea, right, Josh? Like.
Oh, we all knew.
Yeah.
Now, Josh, did you guys know each other before you deployed?
No. We actually knew one of his fellow platoon sergeants in the.
Oh, the guy that made the push-ups.
I was in Kosovo with him. No, hydraulic. It's our first class hydraulic.
Oh, hydraulic. I love that nickname. What was your nickname, JR, in the Army?
I didn't have one.
Marty.
It was private. It was come do this.
Private.
You.
Push-ups.
Come do this. Come do that. They used to, man, like I forget his name. I wish I could remember his name. But it was an E5, and I couldn't figure out military time.
E5's a sergeant.
I couldn't figure out to save my life. I couldn't figure out military time, and so the joke became. But he would ask me. He knew this, and he was like, "Martinez, what time is it?" And I was like, 3 o'clock, Sergeant.
3 o'clock,
And he's
Sergeant.
like, nope, get down, push.
You get down.
And so it became a thing where he said, from now on, when I just look at you, get down and push.
Yeah.
So he'd be on the other side of the parking lot of like the back end of Delta Company, and he'd look at me and he's like, Martinez! And I look at him like, man, and I got to get down and push. So I ended up buying like a watch.
Yes, and you said it to
Said
the
it.
military.
So next time he called me, I was
Right.
like, I know the time!
That's right.
And I yelled it out.
1,500.
Now that watch comes into play a little bit later.
With your tattoo right now.
Yes.
with the
So it'll come into
incident,
play in a little bit later.
So,
yeah.
as you say, okay.
So then March of 03, we deploy. It was March, I think 8th or 9th, I can't remember exactly, of 03, we deploy.
Right.
We get to Iraq, and listen, I mean, I'm sure you've had a lot of guys on here, I'm sure, talking about that experience. And, our job early on was just providing, we were escorting different convoys from point A to point B. That's kind of what we did.
Well, did you hear the speech that George W. Bush said
Yes,
about
we did.
Okay,
Yes,
what were you
yes.
thinking when you hear this speech by then the president George W. Bush?
I
Who was,
honestly,
the 43rd president, by the way.
I honestly, I remember sitting there like listening to it and just kind of was like, we're going to war, but again, how do you mentally understand what war is? Like, it's not a video game, it's not a movie, it's not another vet telling you a story about when he or she was there once upon a time, and here. I mean, you're
was there any
19.
thought of dropping out or?
No.
Right.
No. No, I had a couple guys that I went to basic with that got assigned to the 101st and ended up going AWOL.
Yeah, see,
But for me, it was like, no, that was definitely not out of the question, because I bought into, my thought process was, I'm doing 3 years in the Army and I'm getting out. But once I got in, once I got to Fort Campbell, what I bought into were two things: the brotherhood, which you hear about all the time, the camaraderie, and I bought into service. I bought into being a part of something that was bigger than myself.
Right.
That's what I loved. And so when my buddy went AWOL, Matt, I'm not gonna say his last name, but when Matt went AWOL,
his last name's Phillips.
Yeah, when he went AWOL, he's from Wisconsin. When
Bethel
he
from
went
Wisconsin.
AWOL, I honestly, and I'm using you guys, but I literally kind of looked at my guys in my unit. It was like, there's no way I walk out on these cats.
Right.
Like, I can't do that.
No way.
That's not right.
You want to do it at home?
Because you're counting numbers already, and you're knowing this is who you're going to go into this battle with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk out.
Right.
So no, it was never a thought. And we get to Iraq, and we just we did our thing.
And you guys got deployed to Mosul?
No, we were in Kuwait. I don't know. I really don't know I really don't truly know why we were sitting in Kuwait and not pushing for
Ernesto?
We were at Camp New York, bro. We were at Camp New York.
Camp New York is where I was. Yes,
Ernesto just got out of the service. Okay.
I don't know why we our unit
beard.
didn't push up.
At that
Third
time,
ID was killing everything.
Yeah, they weren't in there yet either. March 23rd was actually when boots on ground in Iraq hit.
Okay.
The day after the sandstorm.
Yes.
Yep. It was terrible. Two things that kept people from going into Iraq. One was the threat of a chemical attack. Remember, we always had to have
we went them up too.
We go into the bunkers.
Yep.
Gas.
Yeah.
The other one was that they had not finalized the invasion of Bayab, which is the Baghdad International Airport.
Okay.
They were trying to figure out the plan for that.
Well, they should have asked Baghdad Bob. Remember that guy? Remember Baghdad Bob, the PR guy for?
I remember it was Bush International Airport, but
But once you actually saw the diagram of what the airport looked like, anti-paratrooper spikes all over the place, ADA ready to freaking destroy planes.
They were ready.
Oh yeah, they said that it would have been an 88% death ratio before even hitting the ground.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, they tried to actually, like, to your point, I remember one time one of the sergeants came in and told us that what we were going to do is we were going to be in our Humvees, and Chinooks were going to essentially, like, pick us up in our Humvees and then drop us in the middle of Baghdad. That was the idea of us flying into Baghdad and then just dropping us in our Humvees.
That
sounds badass, but
I'll tell you,
it is
sounds
definitely
like,
not.
Somebody's still
Like,
and
that was not a joke.
Yeah.
Maybe they were saying that to mess with me as a private, but I don't think it was a joke.
I was 2325 82nd Airborne at the time, and we were supposed to jump in. I had my chute on, I had my weapons case ready, and within seconds of jumping, they were like, red light.
Red light.
Yeah.
So when did
there's
you
the answer.
So finally, when you're in, okay, you're in Iraq.
So the 5th of April,
Uh-huh.
we wake up. We had to escort a convoy from pretty much Camp New York, where we were, up north to a city called Karbala.
Karbala, yeah.
And we pretty much get the convoy there. We start turning around. We think mission complete, done for the day. We'll wait for the next mission, which is more than likely to follow.
What was the mission? Just patrol?
Just we had to we get this convoy, this
Uh-huh.
group, this. I think it was an 86 vehicle convoy. We had to get to Karbala. That was it.
You
We
guys
just
have
had
the
to-
heavy weapons. You
Yeah, we
you
just
guys got
exactly.
all the big guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because we had we had the tow system.
The
at that
tow
time,
system.
The tow system.
Plunk.
And we had a lot of those.
Right.
We had, of course, we had the 50 cal,
Then-
you know, Mark 19. You know, we had all that stuff. And so, so we just got them there, and we were done. Like we did our job. We were done.
SCI's tow stands for tubular optical wire. Tubular optical wire missile.
Woohoo!
That's pretty good.
Tones.
So in all of a sudden, we turn it around. We get told that we have to pull over. We have a new mission. New mission is meet up with a group of guys just north of the city of Karbala to provide security. That's all we knew. That's all we knew. We got out of our Humvees, pulled security for a couple of hours, waited for the commander to ultimately kind of give us, you know, the route that we're going to take. And literally after 2 hours, came back and said, "This is the route we're going to take. Everyone get in your Humvees." And I jumped in the Humvee. I was told to get in a driver's seat. It was my time to drive. Jumped in the driver's seat, pulled off, joking, laughing, cutting up, because you know that's what you do. You know, you try to distract your mind, and boom.
What hit you? What hit the
I
Humvee?
ran over a roadside bomb.
Okay.
It was a landmine.
IED, improvised, explosive device, landmine.
It was a landmines were big back then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And so I ran over a landmine, and the other three guys.
What side? Driver's side or passenger
Under
side?
my feet. Yeah, driver's side, front left side. So the other three guys were thrown out of the vehicle. I was trapped inside, engulfed in flames, completely conscious, thinking I was gonna die, seeing my hands change.
Like, do you remember it still? I mean,
Yeah.
And I mean
It doesn't affect me. Talk
Right.
about it.
Okay, good.
I talked about it so much, man.
Right.
I can tell you about the day that I was burning. My body was burning. No different than like I can tell you like last night I ordered a whiskey after I spoke to Strike.
Oh, I love whiskey.
That's what I did. I did that last night.
Let's do it again.
Both. the speaking of Strike and whiskey, I did both.
Yeah.
But it's like.
But when it all happened,
I can tell you details about the day I was injured. No different than I tell you about details of when I crave Rocky Road ice cream and I go get it.
Now, what was it that went
Rocky
through your
Road
mind?
is really good ice cream.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your favorite ice cream?
I don't know, like Cherry Garcia.
Canola.
Cherry Garcia.
Or raspberry
Is that a
chocolate.
man?
No, it's Ben and Jerry's.
Cherry Garcia.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Garcia.
Yeah, or
What's the
peanut butter,
Garcia
or
part of
peanut
it?
butter core.
it's the Vermont guys. The who are they?
Ben
It's
and
Ben
Ben and
Jerry's.
Jerry. Ben and Jerry. They make ice cream up.
No, I know what Ben and Jerry is, but what's the Garcia?
Cherry Garcia is
Jerry
Jerry
Garcia from the Grateful Dead.
But it's cherry.
You're just the like. Who are you? You're like
It's Ernesto.
Google, man.
He's
He's
nerd
like
man.
This is
Google.
Ernesto.
He was on Jeopardy, like.
Yeah.
I was once a question on Jeopardy.
No.
Believe it or not, that's when I felt that I made it.
Awesome.
I was
Here,
actually.
Chief, get out of his way. Thank you.
Notice you said had made it.
Yes, I was a question. Who was the season 13 winner of Dancing with the Stars? And was it a lady? I can't remember. Because I was traveling, and my girlfriend at the time told me that she saw it, and she said that the lady hit the button and answered JW, like it was like messed up my name and just.
You know, it'd be great if she said Renee. Renee.
My mom would have loved that. My mom would have enjoyed that.
But
yeah, so yeah.
You're a Jeopardy question,
So
man.
I was a Jeopardy question. That's a pretty.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
But
so
we got to take a quick break.
Let's do that.
We have to take a
Let's
quick
do
break,
that.
but when we get
I'm
back,
talking a lot. I
No,
feel like I need to
it's
speak
all right.
up.
We're listening a lot.
It's called an interview.
We're listening a lot. It's good.
You're doing
I
great.
feel like I need to speak up. I mean, speak faster.
No, you're doing fine. Believe
I think
me.
I'm giving you way too many details.
That's what we love. We provide an environment that's comfortable.
But we still have to get to your. We still have to get to your Dance with the Stars video.
We'll do that as soon as we
gotta
get back
the
from
Sky's
break.
mixtape.
We got Sky's mixtape.
We
Okay.
got. We got all sorts
Is
of
Lacey
things.
Caroline here yet? Is Lacey here yet?
No.
No, no yet. Okay. Did I say no yet? Okay.
No yet, not yet.
No yet.
Oh, no yet. Oh, she's
You
not
know what?
yet.
Forget about it.
Yeah,
Forget
my
about
break.
what he just said.
We don't know.
You must have thought I was some joke when you first met me.
That's
over
what I
there,
thought.
right?
No, I didn't think you were a joke, but I definitely thought you were a character.
Oh, my
I was
God.
like, this guy is in character nonstop.
Bada bing.
But that's it.
You were bada binging
Bada bing.
nonstop.
Well, you were making good points.
I felt like I was bada bing.
Yeah, you
I was
you got
bada
the
bing
bing.
several times in that
You
in
made
that
so many
car,
people
in that
happy.
van.
You made so many people happy that day, man. You
You
continue to
bada
do
bing,
so.
man.
But
You
we're
bada
going to take
bing.
a break here. But
He don't say anything. He doesn't say a word over here.
okay?
He's just
Hey,
like,
say something.
He just giggles.
How's it going?
Say that. That's
That's
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
where are you from?
Here,
Here?
born and raised.
Born and raised in Clarksville?
Mhm.
Are you military?
No.
No, you're not. Oh, you just from Clarksville?
Yeah.
Yeah. His pops is law enforcement.
Ex-Marine.
Ex-Marine, right? His
My
brother is a law enforcement.
Yeah.
I don't even know his family.
You're from Clarksville?
Uh-huh.
You got an accent like you're not from Clarksville. You
I'm
got
from
like,
Clarksville.
No, he's got the
He's
true
got-
Clarksville
Yeah,
accent.
that's
Yes.
what that sounds
Right.
like.
That's what that is?
Yeah. I'm from Cunningham.
He's from across
For the next, how long is this show on for?
We end at 6.
So we got 45 minutes?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna for the next one, I'm trying to talk like you.
Oh no, then the interview will definitely be too long.
I'm gonna try to talk like you.
All right.
We should play Band That Tune. That's what we should play.
Like we both got earrings, we're good. Like, say something. You're a man of few words.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But he's wise.
But
though.
what
I'm
he's
trying to get you to say something so I can like imitate it.
But JR, what he does say something, it is nothing but promise.
It's pure.
It's profound. Yeah.
Poetic.
Every P word, that's what it is.
Poetic. My man.
All right, we got to take a quick break here, but when we get back, yes, we'll continue the story. April 5th, 2003. All right, it was a tough day for JR, but man, he really took a terrible situation and turned it into an inspiring situation. He inspired thousands upon thousands on a regular basis. And, we'll continue the story plus name drop. And plus, I want you to critique the Dancer for the Stars.
We got to get to
Me and
it.
Miss Mia did. We'll do that as soon as we get back.
All right, let's do it.
Don't forget, we got live music with Lacey Caroline coming up next. Okay, the interns are going to do a quick intern recap right here on the joepadula.com. You want to watch what's going on in the studio, you can do it via Facebook, or yes, go to joepadula.com. Click that studio cam button, and yeah, you can watch
The interns are like fixing their clothes.
Look at that. We're like, oh, I got to get ready.
Look at them. They're
Joe, did you bring your steamer? Right. Look at him. Look at Trevor.
Now that hoodie looks nice,
Trevor.
crisp.
Trevor, do me a favor. Don't wear hoodies anymore, all right? Look, if you're going to wear a hoodie, wear one that fits you. Look at this.
He stole my hoodie.
I had a hoodie like that once, and my mom got a job.
Yeah. That's right. Have to go to break.
Bada bing!
Josh.
It's a great hat, though.
We just got torched. We just got torched. Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
It's only on a hatred, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Shimmy shake.
You did a shimmy shake? Really?
Yes. I don't do spirit fingers.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. But yeah, J.R. Martinez, this guy's great. One Dancing with the Stars. Mark, you got to do traffic?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mark's going to do traffic. Don't go nowhere. Mark's going to do traffic on here. Oh, we're so behind.
Yes.
It's a good interview.
Yeah. He's nailing it. Oh, Billy Hughes checking in too. Billy says, "What's up?"
Hey, Billy.
Mark's about to do traffic.
I hate you.
Mark, don't screw it up. You're live on Facebook.
Don't screw up.
Everywhere.
John Mullins checking in. Oh, Faye's checking in too.
Hey.
Taking a look at traffic here on WJZM Radio, brought to you by the Augustine Insurance Group. No tie-ups in the area at this time. We do have a couple traffic stops, the latest being on Tiny Town Road, as well as Dean Drive. Be on the lookout for those, as well as your usual afternoon slow spots, including Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, as well as New Providence Boulevard, Fort Campbell traffic on 41A, and the intersection of Madison Street and MLK Boulevard. All usually slow this time of day. Slow down, stay alert, and have a safe ride home on this Friday afternoon. As always, this traffic update brought to you by our friends at the Augustine Insurance Group, Clarksville. Insurance expert since 1972.
You would air.
Oh, that
What'd
was
you do
rough.
to him?
That's rough. Joe put the camera right on it. He gets to sit over there with the camera on everybody else all day.
All right, guys, go bring us some intern stuff.
Okay, you got a 4.5 break.
Go for it, gentlemen.
This is being
Got a stack of them. Just hand them back.
Here, Facebook Live, you're gonna watch the interns do their thing. Go for it.
Alright.
Do a quick recap
Hey,
of what you
Facebook
just heard.
Live and
How's it
YouTube.
going?
How's it going? This is the Intern News Network.
Yeah, oh, I like that, yeah.
Yes. And we are back. They just had a show talking to J.R. Martinez.
Yeah, we had J.R. Martinez and Josh in the studio today.
Yes, yes.
Met them both. Great guys.
They're cool dudes.
Very funny.
Entertaining, fun guys to hang out with.
Josh, J.R. Famous.
Yeah?
Dancing with the
I
Stars.
had not heard of him.
I had
They
never
walked in
had
the studio and she's like, I know who that guy is. What's the problem? Dancing with the Stars.
I've never heard of him. I've never really watched Dancing with the Stars before.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Dancing with the
He was
Stars.
on there like 2011. It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
And
but
did he say more? Okay.
Did he?
Wow, that's impressive.
He was pretty good on this. I'm not sure. I think he did.
Okay.
It's a pretty big show, so like that is impressive.
Oh yeah, big fan.
But yeah, you got live music coming up too?
Yeah, we
Lacey
have
Caroline.
Lacey Caroline coming in.
Oh,
there she is right now. We're getting ready to have Lacey Caroline on. She's been on a couple times before, and she's a lot of fun.
We might have JR back in the studio too.
JR?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so.
Well,
get ready for Lacey.
Yeah, get ready for Lacey. And this segment of the show is brought to you by the Tilted Kilt of Clarksville. New specials include $5 Guinness and the Hoolie menu for the entire month of March. Make sure to catch all the March Madness games on the 170-inch video wall. For all events and specials, visit tiltedkiltclarksville.com. You only got a couple days left before this March Madness thing is over. So get there and enjoy it while it lasts. This has been the Intern News Network. I'm Thomas. See you later.
Is it 6 o'clock? Jesus Christ. Here, Meg, take this shit away from me before I throw this mother. Here, take a gander at the one and only. That's where Captain Dicky sits. This is where Captain Dicky talks. Those are Captain Dicky's headphones.
Hi, thank you. Lacey Caroline is here.
Excuse me. I was getting that your way.
I went when people were calling their booze Bay. They were calling their name. Hey, Bay.
My name is B-A-Y. It's
Yeah, they
Bay.
don't spell it when they say it.
Not
They just say,
Bay.
hey, Bay.
Hold on, Lacey, I got something for you.
Bay. That's your real name.
No.
Facebook Live.
No, but it's Bay.
J.R. Martinez.
Oh,
And
man.
George. Bada bing.
30 seconds.
I knew that. I knew Bay before I knew my real name.
I'm sure. We'll see. Bay.
By the way,
I'm a lick.
can you say afterwards?
Oh, so that's my real name. Oh.
That's Friday.
Oh, good. That'd be great.
No, Bay.
You don't need a shirt, by the way, J.R.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right. And Mark, we're gonna start right up with the song.
Got enough
Right
powder
up
in
to
that
the video.
Oh, we got cake.
Yes.
Oh, Rachel! Ray. Hand me,
I never got cake.
Not that it's,
I only got like 45 minutes to tell my story. I mean, like, this is.
No, don't worry. We'll have you on.
It's,
Oh,
no.
It's because I'm a minority.
That's how active shooters start right here. I just want to let you know that.
I got eyes on you.
Yo, I'm
Focus.
All right, here we go.
I gotta close the door.
I gotta talk about this.
Welcome back, everybody. Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM, where talk radio meets live music. And man, we're hanging out with J.R. Martinez today.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Josh Forbes, also known as Torch on the show. Lacey Caroline has entered the building.
Oh,
She's going to be our live music today. She's got her EP release today.
So exciting.
Yeah, let me tell you, we're honored that she's going to be hanging out here. She's going to be playing live tonight at the Section 125 following today's show.
Super cool.
Conveniently located at Section 125 Franklin Street in downtown historic Clarksville.
Yeah, conveniently timed for Ernesto's birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Ernesto.
Yeah.
Plus, we also got his birthday cake that we're going to present. Rachel Muller of Sweet Tooth
Awesome.
Bakery. All right, I love what Sweet Tooth is doing.
Yeah?
All right, she's so talented. It's like she just did a thing for the Generals today at Fort Campbell. I was visiting.
That is big.
Big spread, the whole bit.
Yeah.
She did a spread that was huge, and that sounds terrible too. But yeah, she made a. I can't wait to see it. I think it's gonna be a Porsche themed cake for Ernesto.
Oh, I want to see it.
Yeah, JR, did you see his
I wanna
Ernesto's
ride in
Porsche
it.
out there? Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I want to ride in it.
Yeah, it's a glorified Maximum. It's a,
No, come on. Jealous.
I remember the Maxim before it got glorified.
Man, oh yeah.
When it was like Sanford and Son going down the street.
Elizabeth! Shut up,
dummy.
I didn't mean to put that out there.
But J.L. Martinez, Dancing with the Stars.
I love that show.
Me too.
Sanford and Son.
It was great.
It is great.
What was Elizabeth's sister's name?
Esther.
Esther, yeah.
Esther.
You big damn it.
It's the big one.
It's the big one.
It's the big one.
But JR,
Poor Lamont.
Dancing with the Stars.
Lamont never got any love.
He didn't.
Dancing with the Stars. I mean, the big winner, season 13, 2011.
I won because of the military. I truly believe it.
I mean, they came out in droves and voted for
Oh,
you,
they
but,
really
I
did.
mean, your talent is
I'm gonna
there,
tell you
bro.
something. I'm gonna tell you something. Before I went on that show, like when I committed to being on that show, I was excited. Like I knew that I would do okay. Like I'm a fairly decent dancer. Never trained professionally.
You're Hispanic, of course.
Yeah, it's in my blood.
You're
I came out cha-cha.
You did,
You know, I came out cha-cha. First steps were a cha-cha.
That's not.
Is that Asian?
Are we at the Chinese buffet?
What are you doing, Sky?
No matter how you
Sky's
say it.
like, I'm trying to go back. I
Sky,
wish I could take all
Sky,
that
play your
back.
Miss Swan.
No, I
Yeah,
get it.
yes, please.
You know they say in the Chinese. Okay, be me by moving.
There goes that audience.
Wow.
That is good, though.
It was
That is so good.
Spanish. You know, that's what my grandpa used to do, a little shuffle and go ping, 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 ping.
But anyways, Dancing with the Stars. We're Dancing with the Stars. We hold every year here. We hold a Dancing with the Stars Clarksville to raise money for Altrusa, which is nonprofit.
Great.
And they help out single
Shout
parents.
out to you guys.
Oh, Altrusa. I mean, single parents going to
That's
school,
awesome.
trying to better their education, but trying to better their careers, their lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So, they ask the public figures of this area to donate their time, donate their services to help
Absolutely.
bring in people to raise this money.
Raise this money.
All right, and with that, we get paired with instructors, and I got paired with Miss Mia. Look at you, fantastic. Oh, I wish you weren't married, but whatever. But
She's not married.
She's always
she's engaged.
engaged.
She's engaged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. XOXO. You know.
Oh.
Say, come on,
LOL.
Say something, babe. Come on, this is your time to come in, babe. Say something.
What
That's
does it mean,
smooth.
babe? What does
Babe?
XO mean?
I'm laughing.
What does XO mean?
If
Say
a
it.
girl sends you.
What does XOXO mean?
That's like playing tic-tac-toe, right?
That's right. It's like playing tic-tac-toe. That's perfect.
Good answer.
Ladies
Good
and
answer.
gentlemen, the amazing Ben. But yes, I got paired with Miss Mia out of Infinity Dance Academy.
Hollywood Squares.
And what I love about Infinity Dance Academy, it's the only nonprofit dance company here in Clarksville that provides dance lessons in so many different aspects: ballet, hip hop, R&B, tap dance, salsa, everything.
That's gonna be my new pickup line. Hey girl, I want to play tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. You thicker than a
He'll
ball.
poke you in the eye.
Hey, I'm gonna poke you on Facebook.
There you go.
No, only females are allowed to poke me.
Okay.
Oh, poke me.
Miss Mia, poke me on Facebook later. But nonetheless, so we have a little footage shot from the audience.
I see it.
Mark Owens, if you could play this footage as the winner of the ABC.
Is there sound?
Yeah. Here, put those headphones
I gotta
on.
put the headphones.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Jeez.
Look at Miss Mia. Look how good she is. So
Oh,
eloquent.
look at that.
You want me to show you where Joe lost it all?
No. Well, here comes
From the
your
beginning.
That's where you lost it all, right
Strutting
there.
this stuff.
No, he didn't.
Now remember, I'm not a dancer.
You're not white either, obviously.
No, I'm orange in this video.
I love it. R. Kelly. Nice lift.
Yeah.
That's right. The crowd goes crazy. Then a little, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Whoa.
there goes the sleeves. The sleeves are ripped off.
What?
Yep, a little
See, this
vanilla ice.
is you. This is
Yeah.
this is your comfort zone. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can tell. This is your comfort zone. This is your go-to.
That's right.
Yeah, that's your go-to.
Oh, that's nice.
This is what you did up on the island, right?
That's his-
Yeah, Fire Island.
look at this man go. Fire Island. Oh,
Really?
God.
Really, Sky?
Who just said that? Fire Island.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Now we do a little salsa. Okay? Oh, I misstepped. Sorry about that, Mia.
It's okay. You did good. Great.
Misstep there too, but look at this, look at that. She's so light. Look at those legs too. You got legs that got all the way up, Mia. Yeah. See, now we're spinning around, and now we come back up, more salsa. Look at us, we're in sync. Look, we're making it happen, JR. The shirt comes off, the crowd went crazy, JR.
Oh, and then
Look. Yeah. Murder that.
The door.
We were murdering that.
well,
What is that?
you're a little out of sync.
Yeah, that was my fault too.
Hey, no, that definitely wasn't her.
That definitely wasn't her. Now we do a little tap
You
dance.
kind of look like Derek Huff from here.
Derek Huff is
Not the dancing, just
Oh.
like with no shirt on.
I was thinking more like Napoleon.
Like a Chip and Dale review.
Napoleon Dynamite, that is.
Napoleon Dynamite. Yes,
Is that a donut?
that was a donut. That's what we did with our dessert.
That was the
Right.
Saturday Night
Oh,
Live
what you
with
gonna
Chris
do with that
Farley.
dessert? I think you
Everybody's
did good.
looking for the weekend.
Mia, you're amazing, but for the life of
Thank
me, I
you.
cannot figure out what I did
Yeah.
to deserve watching that.
No, you did good.
You're an employee.
She is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, you're great.
Great.
Yeah.
Took a
You did
fist
great.
bumper
You
to
did a
move
great job.
around. But I mean, how
Listen,
many
people
hours?
don't realize like how much trust it takes for her as a professional
Yes.
to trust
An
an
amateur,
amateur
right?
to pick them up and hold them up. Like,
Right.
It's a lot of trust.
Oh, we dropped her in practice.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But that's still trust for her to like say, let's get back and do it again.
My shirt's ruined. It's got like Maybelline all over
For
it.
you.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah.
you did.
It's in the glitter everywhere.
Yeah, the glitter. It was glitter. I felt like I left the.
And that's just from
bar at West.
practicing. The glitter's just from practicing?
That's right.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Of course. But I mean, Dancing with the Stars. I mean,
It
it's.
was Jill's glitter.
I'm just making sure it wasn't from the club or
Okay with
something like that.
I'm all right. But I mean, Dancing with the Stars. All of it's made possible, not just because of what happened on April 5th, but because of how you handled April 5th, 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could have just been like, you know what? Okay, I'm burnt. Like, what's the percentage of burns? Is there a
34.
number? 34% of your body. All right, to include facial and then up front. You know, and you could have just been like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done.
And I had those moments.
Yeah.
I did have those moments. I absolutely did. Josh is one of my best friends, and he knows I had plenty of those moments of where I was on television or I was
Yeah, take them off. Take them off.
But I was
Glad you said that.
I was doing all these interviews. I was essentially one of the voices, you know, like Josh and a few of our other friends, one of the voices for veterans and advocating because there were gaps in 2003, 4, and 5 and 6. There were different types of gaps that existed when it came to taking care of veterans and their families.
Right.
And we were passionate about it because this was our way of continuing to serve because we were no longer going to be able to, at least at the time, Josh ended up staying in, ended up doing his full time
Right.
that he wanted to do. But we at that time were told that we were no longer going to be able to stay in. So this was our way of serving. So we were like, we're going to serve in a different capacity. We're going to serve in a different uniform. We're going to represent. We're going to be voices. We're going to be advocates. We're going to speak up. We're going to raise money. That's
Any
what
story
we did.
stands out when talking to a soldier that's been through something?
Oh, there were so many. It's really hard. Like, it truly for me, there's so many. Like, I mean, we went to Walter Reed as burn guys. Walter Reed is an amputee, facility. Like they deal with you have Bethesda. They deal with a lot of the head trauma, the TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, but we were burn guys walking in, and they would immediately click with us, and we would be able to have powwows. We'd put on conferences in Orlando, Florida every December for 5-6 years straight, and we like after the conferences sit down and talk to these vets and these families and to hear what they were going through and the struggles they were still going through. It was difficult. It was challenging.
Well, speaking of families,
Absolutely, people overlook the families all the time.
Right.
People overlook mothers. People overlook fathers. People, wives, husbands, kids.
Your mother.
My mother, of
Okay,
course, yeah.
now when this happens, okay, when did you first get a chance to see her, and when did she get a chance to see you?
Well, my mom saw me
her
the
reaction? What
day
was your
after
reaction?
I arrived in San Antonio, Texas. The day after, no, the same day, I'm sorry, the same day. So I got to BAMC April 9th of 2003, 4 days after I was injured. My mother arrived that same day. I was in a medical induced coma, so I don't recall seeing her. And for the next 3 weeks while I was in this coma, she was still there.
Right.
And I'm a father of a 3.5-year-old daughter, and I can't imagine looking at my daughter, seeing her in this situation, and not knowing she can't communicate to me. And I mean, I don't know how my mother was so strong, to walk into that room every single day, be with me for that many hours and not lose it. I'm sure she did, but for the most part, she kept it under control because she was told she had to be strong. When the minute she walked into that ICU room,
Right.
she could not cry. That's what her orders were.
Right, because
She
she
could
had
not.
to show.
And so what happens is the family members now are bottling all of this up.
Okay.
They bottle it up. And then when all of a sudden now Josh and I, we're good, we're patched up, now we go out into the world and kind of pursue whatever it is we're trying to pursue.
Well, once you're out in that world.
Now the family's left with, now when do we start dealing with everything that we've essentially kind of bottled up and pushed to the very bottom? Because we were a second thought. We're not here for us, we're here for them.
So how did they release that bottled up emotion?
Oh, my mom's still releasing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I love my mother to death, and Josh knows this. My mother and I have like a rocky relationship at times because she's still, 10-year anniversary of when I was injured. I call it my rebirth. I call the day I was injured. I don't call it my alive day. I call it my rebirth because I truly believe that I was reborn to be a different person, and the person that I am today. 2013, I go back to Dalton, Georgia, where my mom still lives. I go to the house. We had to have a talk because my mom was like, she was on a rocky stage. She was just dealing with a lot in life. And she says to me, in the midst of this conversation, she says, look up at the wall. And I look up at the wall, and she says, what do you see?
Okay.
And I said, I see a picture of me. And she says, right, a picture of you from when? And I stared at the wall, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a picture of me now. It took 10 years for my mom to take the picture off of the wall of what I looked like before my injury.
What was it, like the
It was a picture of me when I was a
picture?
kid.
Okay.
Of a kid, like a teenager.
Yeah.
And it took her 10 years to get to a place of acceptance to actually say, I'm going to put a picture of the way my son looks now.
Now, I mean, when you saw that picture of you on the kid on the
It hurt
wall,
me.
Right.
It hurt me. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm glad. No, it hurt me because it made me say, like, for 10 years, I'm the one that's out there in the public.
Yeah.
And I have to deal with people staring at me no different than Josh does. And you're finally coming to terms. It was obviously a very selfish approach versus kind of looking at it and saying, you know, Mom, I'm proud. I'm
But it's
glad
still
that you're there."
understandable that
It is. It's understandable from both sides.
Right.
It is. It truly is.
How did you handle the reactions when you first? I mean, here it is.
I
you're a
bark
kid.
at people.
Okay. So like when it all first happened, okay, finally you're back in the public eye.
I bark at people.
Yeah, like as
No,
in,
you're thinking. I'm serious. Like people stare at me. They stare, and it's
and
like
you would actually bark like physically.
yeah. If you're gonna stare at me like as an adult, like you should have more etiquette
Yes.
to know that this is not what you do.
Right.
In Europe,
And I act like a cat. I go,
yeah, he starts.
Meow.
We do that. If you're gonna make
Did you
people
guys plan that
uncomfortable-
while you guys were in the room together?
No, ironically
all
no.
this is ad lib, baby.
I love it.
We were in DC one time together at for a luncheon, and we were in this really cool suite. We ordered
The
room
penthouse,
service.
the first penthouse I'm gonna stay in.
It was a penthouse, and we
Nice.
we had ordered room service. Was it a man?
Yeah, it was a man.
He comes in, he starts talking to me in Spanish, and he essentially says he's asking me in Spanish because I speak fluent, and he's asking me like, hey, you guys like were burned or whatever. So I tell Josh what he asked me in English, and we come up with this story that we were conjoined twins and we were separated at birth. That's what created the scars.
And you were joined at the base.
Joined at the face.
Oh my God.
Look at it, it's a perfect match.
And so Dad's
Take
white,
off your
Mom's
headphones.
Hispanic.
Take off your
That's why we.
headphones. Look, I'm missing my left ear. He's missing his right ear. You rip us apart. It makes perfect sense.
I can't
baby. Baby.
What you gotta say now?
What you gonna do with that dessert?
Oh man, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
But I mean,
So you know, it was tough. My mom finally got to that place, but you know, it's you know, I the point is what I'm saying. When I started, there were a lot of dark days. There were a lot of days where I smiled in front of the camera. I smiled in front of, you know, hundreds or thousands of people. But when I went home to the barracks at Fort Sam Houston, still going through my recovery process, because I was in the hospital for almost 3 years, undergoing 32 different surgeries, I was pissed at the world, and I would throw fists at the world, and I was mad because I was now 20, 21, 22 years old, and I would go out, and these beautiful girls that I would try to like normally like, you know, approach wouldn't give a damn about me because, you know, I was scarred. I was not attractive. I was not the typical guy.
Well, how
because
shallow?
No, it's serious.
Well, it is shallow of them.
It is, but that's not the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at it like, oh, poor me. Like, and I'm mad at myself, and I'm mad at the world that this happened to me.
Who did you blame?
I blamed everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. I couldn't go back, you know, to Iraq to be with the 50 Deuce Delta Company. I couldn't be with those guys again. I felt bad about that. I was told that I was going to now have to get out of the Army. So what was I going to do with my life? And now my life was saved. That's great. Great job. But I'm never going to truly be able to live.
So who introduced you to
Because there's a lot
acting,
of people that are alive but aren't living.
You ain't kidding.
There's a lot, and I was going to be one of those, and that's the way I thought. And there was a lot of, but you know what it came down to? This is what it came down to. There was a couple things. One, I allowed myself to be present in those moments when I was upset and pissed at the world. I cried, I yelled, I screamed in my room by myself. And then the next thing was, I said to myself, there has to be more to life than this. No different than I said when I was in those small towns growing up in like Arkansas and Shreveport. There has to be more than just this.
Your same
there has
mentality
to
was
be
still
more.
existing, right?
And I just said, if I allow myself to stay in this room, in this kind of, and with this mentality, with this emotion, with this funk, I'm never going to see what else there is. And I would literally just kind of say, you know what? Wipe the tears. And I would cry. And I'd wipe the tears. And I'd essentially kind of square myself away, and I'd walk out of my barracks room, and I'd walk out with this smile. Because my mom told me something when I was a kid. I saw my mom get beat plenty of times by men that she was dating.
Boyfriends, right?
Boyfriends, to the point where Hector once told her and I that he was going to kill the both of us. I saw this, and I remember my mom one day after one of these situations happened, she was smiling, and my mom has a beautiful smile. And she was smiling. And I remember asking her as a kid. We still lived in Louisiana, so I was younger than 9. Okay. And I said, why are you smiling so much? Because I know what's really happening. Why are you smiling? And my mother said this to me. She said, I smile because I want to invite the blessings. If I don't smile and I have this, you know, this what do they call it? RBF face? You know,
that's right.
Yeah, you know, when people kind of, you look at them, you're like, oh man, they look angry, they look mean.
What are you
But
but
if you have that face, you essentially are pushing away all blessings. And it made no sense to me at that age. But as I got older, and then I was in a situation where I was going through something, I was like, you know what? I got to walk out and I got to smile. I got to invite some blessings into my life. And I just forced myself to have a good attitude. And I just said, I'm going to be a survivor. I'm not going to allow, and this is the way I looked at it, it was very personal, whoever planted that mine, that bomb in Iraq, that I ran over and affected me and the rest of my guys, whoever did that, I'm not going to allow them to ultimately get the rest of me for the rest of my life. That was my mentality, and it became a challenge to me.
And look at the blessings that came with it.
And I was, and that's when I met Josh. I met Josh not even a year after I was injured.
Right.
When he came out of his coma in February of 2004?
January, February
2004, and I met this cat. And he and I both together were like, you know what, man, this is what we're going to do. We're going to serve in a different capacity. And that became our purpose, man. That became our mission. That became what we lived for. It was to help the rest of our guys that were not fighting in Iraq or Afghanistan, that were fighting once they came home.
I'm telling you, I mean, you invited the blessings. You got your battle buddy, okay? You got your battle buddies, all right? But then following after that, I mean, when you get out, look at the acting career, okay? Look at the opportunity to be on the national primetime stage with Dancing with the Stars, okay? Not only just doing it, but winning it. And then after that, going back to your roots of your brotherhood and going back and talking to these guys who needed to hear your message. And you're able to still do it. I mean, the TV show, the Fire.
Can I do something real quick? Can I interject? I just showed this text to Josh right before we came back from the break. And I feel like it's very important to read this text message on air. And this is from one of my good friends who I met in basic training, has been in since 2002, has gone on several deployments, is now stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and he's had a rough patch. And there was a time where I somewhat disconnected from him, not intentionally, just busy with life, and I got disconnected. But we've recently reconnected. We've recently and he sent me this text, and it's a picture of him. It's two photos, but they're kind of split, like side by side.
Absolutely.
And
I love that.
This is what he says. He says, "A year ago, I was at my lowest point in my life. The picture on the left clearly shows it. Today, the picture on the right tells a different story. The story of a someone who is enjoying life without drugs or alcohol." And I responded today, and I said, "Proud of you, brother. Love you, man. Keep that up." That's what I said. He responds, "Thanks, man. I love you too." So I was thinking about you the other day, and every time I hear this certain song, I play it and it reminds me of you. Now, he encloses the link of a song that we used to listen to in basic training.
What's the song?
But what I'm trying to get at, I don't know. I haven't clicked. I'm assuming that's what it is. I haven't clicked on it. But what I'm trying to get at, the reason I'm reading this is because I say to him, I love you, and he says, "I love you too." As a man, that is something that you wouldn't do 10 years ago.
Right.
That's something you wouldn't do. I love Josh.
Right.
And I'm okay with saying that right now on WJZM 1400 AM. I'm okay with saying that, and for the world to listen, that I love
you
this
too,
man.
bro. Just so you know, I'm gonna interject.
I love you, man. And so I love this guy.
Romance.
Seriously, I'll be Garcia. You're Bennett. I'm Jerry Garcia. Yeah, I'm the Hispanic here. But I love him. And the point of me mentioning this, the whole tie-in, is because last night when I had the opportunity to speak to the 2nd and 5 Deuce in Nashville, because they had their ball, because they're going to be deploying again in a couple of weeks. My whole thing was about, listen, man, don't get caught up in this whole tough man mentality. Don't get caught up in how it's you don't talk about what's going on. You don't address those feelings, the internal scars that exist. Because let me tell you something. Josh and I, we're sexy to the world. Now, let me clarify. No, I don't mean that in the sense of like you would look at Sky or me and like, oh, they're sexy, they're beautiful. No, or Chief. I'm talking about
Chief is sexy.
I had to get him in there. This is what I'm talking about. We're sexy in a sense of where, when it comes to the world, to businessmen, to nonprofits, they're going to put Josh and I on a pamphlet.
Right.
They're going to put Josh and I on a commercial.
Why?
Because we are going to get the money from the people.
Right.
But it's Josh's and I's responsibility, because we have the physical scars, to bring attention to our friends who have served equally just as us, but have the internal scars. It's our job. And so everything that I have done, and the thing that's kept me humble and modest and just true to my roots,
is
because I don't do it just for me. I went on Dancing with the Stars, and yes, it was a great opportunity for me, and my life is hectic because of that show in a beautiful way, and I'm so grateful for it. But it also gave me an opportunity to represent for veterans. Look what happened after I was on that show.
Of course.
Noah Galloway, who was also with the 101st, went on that show.
Right.
Why? Because they realized, oh, America loves veterans. They love to see a veteran on this show. Right. So they got Noah Galloway. And look what he did. Because we got an opportunity. That's all we needed, was an opportunity. And so what I want to say to people out there, this is like what I want to kind of tell people. We're all going through something, man. We're all going through something right now, or we've gone through something, or we're going to go through something, because that is just how life is. What I'm saying is, like, own it. Be open about it. Don't essentially close yourself off. Speak about it. Mental health is a big conversation right now, and we should not be ashamed of whatever issues that we may have, whatever things that we're dealing with. Let's own it. Let's speak out about it. Let's and the people that are surrounding those individuals, embrace them, love them, accept them. Don't judge them, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. All of us have PTSD, if you ask me. Hell, people in New York the other day, a crane fell and killed a couple of people. Right. And you know what happened? Chinese New Year happened a couple of days after that. I was walking down the street with my daughter and my dog, and all of a sudden fireworks started going off over the Hudson River. Everybody on the block that I was on 9th Avenue, ducked, just bailed. Why? Because they were afraid. They had PTSD, whatever you want to call it. Everybody has it.
But it's how you handle it.
It's how you handle it. And it's about speaking up. It's not about essentially kind of holding it back. And here's my boy telling me he loves me, and I'm telling him I love him.
I love it. I'm telling you, love is the answer. Okay, it sounds hippie, it sounds
It's not.
cliche, but
It-
it's not.
it really does
It's
help.
true.
And
To know that you have a
communicating,
support.
Because everybody wants to appear strong.
All right, well, we got to take a break here, but when we get back, Lacey Caroline, live music. JR, you like live music?
I love live music.
Good, me too. You know why?
Love live music.
Because it has love. I'm telling you, I love this message. This is the message people need to hear.
Listen, man,
Meds don't fix everything.
No.
Okay? You know, activity don't always fix everything. It's
No.
emotion that is really therapeutic.
Yeah.
And love is the greatest emotion of them all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I read that on Fortune Cookie one day.
Faux show.
Yeah, you
Faux
did.
show. Oh,
Baby.
Fortune Cookie.
Oh yeah, you did for the cookie.
That's right. There we go.
That is really good. It kind of.
All right, we're going to take a break here, but when we get back, live music, Lisa Caroline, plus a cake presentation.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Rachel Moeller.
I love cake.
Sweet Tooth. Don't go nowhere, Clarksville. Hanging out with J.R. Martinez, Torch. Miss Mia, how you doing?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm going to poke her on Facebook later. All right, Joe Padilla Show, WJZM 14 Jordan. Absolutely.
Do that again. It's
It
really.
is so hot.
It's
It is.
really-
I just,
it's kinda
all of a
sexy.
sudden, I really want to go eat
It's so honey.
Asian buffet. Like, I don't know why. It's like Rodney Carrington when he's like, what you want to eat? What you want to eat?
I love it.
Got a craving for Chinese.
I love it.
All right,
man.
Josh, can we have you take where Mia's?
Oh, yes, I can totally sit next to this guy again.
Okay.
I love it.
I mean, I don't get poked by her, but, I mean, I might be into that kind of thing. I don't
Lacey's
know.
going to take care. Rachel.
I'm the Pillsbury Doughboy that's messed up.
Chief, I need another chair in here.
Salud.
Oh, what a cute little cake.
Hey, Lacey, you want to stand or you want
Lacey, come on in, Lacey. Oh my God, Lacey. You know,
All right,
What you gonna play?
Song?
What?
Chief, I need another chair in here. If you can grab one
All
of
my
the
songs
interns
are
and
I'm not sure, like, the biggest inspiration. It's like,
Oh, the what? Huh? You know what? Huh?
I'm a fan of.
biggest Lacey Caroline? I've never heard of her. That's alright, I don't take it personally.
I'll let me some Emily Ann from The Voice last year. I went to school with
PS video games, baby.
Bay, yeah.
Baby.
I went to school with Allison Krauss.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
She wouldn't know who I was still to this day, but as a freshman, I was like, ooh, that's Allison Krauss. When she was a senior. Come on, fat guy.
What's this 125 thing I keep hearing?
Sorry.
now that's where Lacey's gonna be playing Ernesto's birthday bash.
Oh,
She's
So I
that's
found the impressive.
upstairs.
Which one am I sitting here? Am I sitting in the far chair or the deep
Sit
chair?
on that.
Take a seat right here.
Sit in the lap.
JR, if you don't mind,
back
this
here?
is, yeah, your seat again.
The only thing is, long
Can
as
we have
video
a chair right
proves
here,
it,
please?
I didn't touch you.
I'm legal. Wait, legal?
Yeah, that's not the point.
Yo,
That chair, bring that chair over here, please.
Hi, girl. It's okay.
Good to see you.
Here, Sky, get out of the way. Yes,
Here
we go. Lacey, do me a favor, pull in just a little bit there so she can put the chair in here.
Slide forward.
I feel like
There we
That's
go.
not the point.
Okay, good deal, good deal. Okay, bring that one chair over here too.
yeah, that's true.
All right,
I want to be at like.
bring that chair is for Beth.
I want to be at Rose house.
Okay, we're good.
I want to be at your house for Thanksgiving dinner.
No,
You're
you
gonna be like,
sit there,
you
you
sit
sit
there.
there, don't touch nothing.
Babe, kids table. I don't want to know.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Do not look at the screen.
Lacey, what time are you starting tonight?
At
1:25.
8. I have to go home and let my dog out. And then go back.
Damn.
Right?
yellow.
Wait, where you gonna go?
I have to go home and let my dog out and feed her and then come right back.
Go home where?
My house.
Which house?
In Nashville.
Are you crazy? What are you
Driving
doing here?
Why don't you just bring
No,
the
no,
dog?
you gotta get someone to. Why don't you bring the dog?
That's what I just said.
Oh my God.
She would just pee on the floor.
The first 2 weeks here, I was like,
She could have ran out back there.
Nah, she's
I
great.
dropped the mic.
Oh, man.
No, it's okay. It only takes me like 30 minutes to get home.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
You're driving 90
Well,
miles an hour.
I'm on the north side of the town, so I stay on 24. I'm right off 24.
All right, here we go.
I'm
Here
not
we
like
go.
in Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're good.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
They got their
Still
phone.
got 30
I'm
minutes.
from New Jersey. You
Yeah,
know,
from
John.
Jersey?
Yeah, everybody's Sparta. They get
Oh.
like all girls.
It doesn't
All right, here we go. Here we go.
What are you doing here? Trying to be.
Trying to do this.
Welcome back, everybody. Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM, where talk radio meets live music. We're about to get into our live music right now. Hanging out with us is we got Torch hanging out. How you doing, Torch?
I'm good. I'll be over here. I didn't know if you guys knew, but I was here at the show earlier today.
BWC, what do you
That's my
guys got
stunt
going
double.
on?
Yeah.
Mike's the car. We're just waiting on the Red, White, and Brew Fest
That's
coming
right.
up on June 4th.
That's right. Also hanging out, Miss Mia. How you doing? All right.
Doing good.
Absolutely,
Doing great.
absolutely. Your fiance is going to kill me. Yes. Also, welcome to the studio, Rachel Muller.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, got that dress.
Beautiful cake you made.
Oh,
Beautiful. I mean, she made this Porsche cake. It's an actual cake that's like shaped as a Porsche.
Oh,
a
get out.
2011 Porsche Boxster.
Did you take a picture and post it yet?
I didn't post it yet, but I took the pictures.
Okay.
Right, I had to come in here and play traffic control cop with the chairs.
Before everybody gets a hold of the cake.
And yes, also hanging out with us. I mean, let me tell you, J.R. Martinez, what a great story you have.
Hey man, it's good. It's good. Listen, man. Listen, I appreciate it. I see where you're going with it, but we all have a story, man.
Right.
You know, I just happen to do some stuff on television. That's the only thing that separates me from anybody else.
Well,
I have a story, and I'm using it to help other people.
And I thank you for coming in here and telling
But
us.
no, I've had fun here, man. I really have had a good time with you guys. You guys are fun. You cut up. You're down to earth. You're real. It's obviously great to be in the room with my best friend again.
Right.
He and I haven't had an
Yeah.
opportunity to do an interview together in a long
been a
time.
while. It's been a while.
very long
Yeah.
time. So
Well,
it's
if
nice.
you can answer one question honestly, seriously, what was the best radio interview you've ever done before?
WJZM.
Thank you, sir. There you go. Yes,
Absolutely.
Segment that.
Absolutely.
Segment that. Thank you.
Here's your check on
Yeah, here's
Yeah. Thank you, Chief.
That's right. Could you wait till Monday to?
Wait till next
my
Monday
check
to cash it.
the way my checking is set
They'll
up,
send it
my
to me
savings,
first, bro.
Just call.
just call before I cash it.
Speaking
Like
of-
Breaking Bad.
Speaking of check, let me tell you something. We're about to check out not only an amazing artist, but I mean, she's beautiful. She smells good. She knows how to sing. She
And
knows
she's
how to write,
responsible.
And she's
Yeah.
responsible.
She takes care of her dog.
Yeah.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, welcome
Very well.
back to the studio, Lacey Caroline.
Hello.
Now, Lacey, I mean, last time you were on the show was December 23rd, 2015. You were hanging out with us, having a good
Was it
time.
really that long ago?
You ain't kidding. Oh my God.
Oh.
I hear that a lot.
You were
by
13
women, by the
then.
way.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But you got your new EP out now.
Yes. it
One
came
of the
out today.
guys.
One of the guys.
Came out today.
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 And I'm spending it with you guys because I love you.
That's why we love you. Lacey.
Oh.
I'm telling you, you're one of our favorites.
Oh, thank you.
Like, if not the favorite. All right. But
Don't let Steve Means
There's
do
something
that.
happening here.
yeah.
I've got a bigger question.
She's another one that's taken.
So,
And,
What's
I have a
taken.
bigger question.
Taken.
Yes.
Right.
What's your big question?
Is-
What's his name? Well, give him a shot.
Okay.
His name's not boyfriend. His name's.
There we go.
Baby. You'd be surprised. No, his name's Ryan.
Ryan, shout out.
Yeah, Ryan's a good guy. I like
Ryan's
Ryan.
a
He's
great
good
guy,
people.
yeah.
Sky, what's your
Good
question?
egg.
Oh, I just wanted to know if this has anything to do with transgenders.
Lacey Caroline, how are you? Okay.
Title of
What's
the
that?
song.
Oh,
Wait.
Sky.
Wait, where am I going with this?
Sky,
We're all like lost.
Oh, one of the
We're
wait.
trying
Oh,
to.
one of the
It's
guys.
called One of the Guys.
One of the
Yeah.
guys.
How are you lost?
I have to teach you how to deliver a joke.
No.
I remember that movie from
Wait.
the 80s.
Yeah, just one of the guys.
Okay.
But no,
Wait.
one of the guys.
What?
Tell us about the
Oh,
EP.
She's
So-
red now.
Sorry.
Sky.
It's really
Ladies
warm
and
in
gentlemen,
here,
bringing the
guys.
show to the Screeching Hall. Sky.
I learned how to tell jokes from JR.
No, so the EP I called it One of the Guys, and it's funny because anyone that like just gets to know me understands that. Whenever I told them like, oh yeah, the
Yeah,
EP's
pull that
called.
microphone closer.
Oh.
Thank you. You got such a beautiful voice. I like to hear it. There we go.
When I told them the EP is called One of the Guys, they're like, oh my gosh, that's so you, because I grew up a tomboy. I'm still a complete tomboy.
Right.
So I mean, it only made sense. And when you hear the song, especially the title track, One of the Guys, it basically talks about like, you know, hair and makeup's cool, getting fancy and dressed up is cool, and that works for a lot of girls. But for me, I'm just
I'm cool with just being one of the guys.
Now we
So-
can purchase this, right?
Yeah, it's on iTunes.
All the links are on the Joe Padula Show Facebook page. Pinned to the top is today's promotional post. So you'll see everyone's picture up there and links attached to it, and you can buy them tonight. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Tonight at section 125.
No.
No.
You can buy it on iTunes right now.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You can buy it on iTunes. I see J.R. Martinez going to his phone right
Oh,
now.
I'm going to the purple app.
Okay. Sky, could you go to your transgender phone and purchase this? But yeah,
Great phone.
I'm looking forward to it. What's the song you want to sing here on the
The
show?
song I'm going to do is the last song on the EP. It's called The Way It Used to Be.
The Way It Used to Be.
Yes.
And this is about us.
It's about when I was younger. I got into a lot of trouble. I was kind of jumping fences and exploring places I probably shouldn't be exploring.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
I guess the technical term is called trespassing, but when we were kids, I grew up in like a small town in North Jersey, and
Not North Jersey, but North Jersey.
Like people think it like north ends at like New York City. It's like no, go above that. Go like an hour north
Canada.
of that. Yeah, basically.
So where were you breaking into?
Well, we were just. Have you ever heard of Weird New Jersey?
Yes, great book.
Oh yeah,
I read it
great
many
book.
times on the crapper.
It's like Dr. Seuss.
Which,
right?
by the way, I took a leak early in the bathroom and I flushed too early and there was more urine coming out of me. So don't use the bathroom yet until it gets flushed again. But please continue.
I mean, we would do
PSA.
things like Weird New Jersey geo-tracking. Have you ever heard of that?
Excuse me?
Geo-tracking?
Oh, geo-tracking.
Yeah.
I thought she said Jew-tracking. God, where are you going with
No,
this?
my goodness, they're true. Ugh. No, geotracking. It's like you get coordinates, and you'd have to just like put the coordinates in the GPS and go find it, and there would always be like a treasure or something.
Right.
And we did stuff like that. We would find abandoned buildings, like haunted buildings.
This is fantastic, though. This isn't terrible. This is great. You're going out there. You're not playing your video games. You're
Yeah,
out
street
exploring.
cred.
Right. You're getting street cred in
Yeah,
North
street
Jersey.
I mean, my mom doesn't know this, and hopefully,
She does now.
she-
I'm sending her
gosh.
the links.
But it was funny because there was this one time we got caught jumping a fence into this it's like an abandoned mental hospital thing, and like
Those are the best.
Like ghost hunters.
yeah, ghost hunters. That's what Weird New Jersey was. It was like a lot of like weird places that you aren't supposed to go, and like, but we got caught and like slap on the wrist for us because we weren't like bad kids. We weren't doing drugs or anything like that or hurting anybody.
Not yet.
We were just
Jumping fences is the gateway.
We were just jumping fences. Yeah. Oh, the gateway into
to
into
Hope,
the drug
Arkansas.
field.
How high are these fences?
They were just like regular size.
She
Don't
was
cover
very
the
I can't jump a
fences.
fence right now.
We would climb up them and then hop over them.
You make it
So
sound
this-
like
but-
straight up thuggish, like you, like track and field, like running just.
So the song, though.
Yeah.
It's past top of the hour. We got to get to
Oh,
the song.
sorry.
So you hop fences, places that. What was the name of the title?
The way it used to be.
The Way It Used to Be, and it's all about your remembering of back in the day.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, you want her new EP. It is out. It is ready right now. It's going to be playing section 125 in just
Yes.
a few. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is. Without further ado, Lacey Caroline.
Sneaking out late in the middle of the night. What mama didn't know meant that we'd be alright. Never hurt nobody. Climbing a fence, just looking to put a little thump in our chest. No one ever saw in me what you did. Being raised by him's life. Being raised in a life, got himself a need. Made the most of what we never had. Picked ourselves up in ways they wouldn't understand. Rebels without a cause. We were just trying to find where we belong. We were just kids, barely pushing 18. In the back of your truck, living wild and free. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. Windows rolled down, kicking out my backbeat. I looked at you, you'd smile at me and say these are the days that don't feel like a dream. When you're looking back, the memories of you and me. I hope you other side where we could live in color and not black and white. Rebels without a cause, we were just trying to find where we belonged. We were just kids, barely pushing 18, in the back of your truck, living wild and free, nothing nowhere to be. Windows rolled down, kicking out my bare feet, and I look to you, you smile at me and see these are the days I don't feel like a dream. Looking back, memories of you and me. I hope you smile thinking about the way that it used to be. You said I don't wanna wait, just take my hand, baby, and we can run away out of this place. I don't wanna stay, I know you feel the same. We were just kids, barely pushing 18, in the back of your truck, living wild and free, nothing to do, nowhere to be. Windows rolled down, kicking out my bare feet, and I look to you, you smile at me and say these are the days I feel like a dream. We all look back, memories of you and me. Yeah, I hope you smile thinking about the way that used to be. Yeah, way it used to be.
Nice job, Lacey.
It's hot in here.
I'm telling you, go check her out at LaceyCaroline.com.
Sorry I messed that up, boys.
Nah, don't
First
worry
time
about it.
playing that song for anybody.
Fantastic,
So.
fantastic. But
Not
we
just anybody.
right? Isn't that fantastic, JR?
Great.
So again, you can check her out tonight at section 125. She's going to be playing the Ernesto birthday bash.
Ernesto!
Happy birthday, Ernesto. Right now he's at ConGT getting some autographs from Doctor Who. He was on the show Wednesday. Ever watch Doctor Who, JR?
On the shoe.
On the show?
Wait, he's where?
Doctor
I thought
Who.
he was getting ready in his birthday suit.
What?
Yes,
Say it again?
but let's we got to close out the show. We're definitely ran over here, but man, what an exciting show it was. A lot of emotion was expressed here today. Not only just laughter, not only just anger, not only just love.
It was so real.
But man, it was honest. It was open, and JR, I appreciate you coming in here and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks
Of
for
course.
giving me so much time.
Strike.
Run my mouth. Strike, baby.
Strike. Tell you, you know, Josh. Thank you so much for not only the introduction here, but what
He's
you
my
did.
agent.
Oh, thank you, Top Guns. I'm sorry, I got to change that.
Oh, the Top
Even though it is strike,
That's
but
right.
you know.
But Josh is the man, and Rachel, let me tell you, you know what you're doing when it comes to decorating and creating. You had your big job today with the Generals at Fort Campbell, right?
Oh, this week.
Success?
It was great. Yeah, Fifth Group had a big ceremony, their flash changeover.
Right,
and
right.
So I got to cater the desserts for 400 plus people.
See, that's what's up. And how can people contact you? I mean, through the email? Say,
Yeah.
shoot your emails, go to their Facebook page.
Facebook page, Sweet Tooth
Come on, give out your number.
There you go.
All
Give out your number, Ray.
You
Ray.
can have my number.
Oh, Ray.
Rachel's blushing.
911.
Oh, Ray.
Lacey Caroline. Thank
What's
you
he
so
gonna
much.
do with that dessert?
You're so talented, you're so gifted, and I mean, I look forward to tonight and hearing you live in front of everybody else. And as soon as I get off the air, I'm purchasing your new album, okay, your new EP.
It's literally
All right.
less than $4.
It's too easy.
It's
You can't-
$3.96.
$3.96.
Take that, Starbucks.
One of the guys.
One of the guys.
Sky, nice job.
Thank you, Joe.
Good job, Miss Mia. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Bay, nice work, brother.
You welcome.
Hey, man. Yeah, man.
Interns, team interns out there. Mark Owens, nice job, Mark. We got another week in the books, Mark. Another week in the books.
I like a haircut, Mark.
That's right. Oh,
Ryan.
No poking.
It is nice.
Elizabeth, it's a big one. All right, we gotta get out of here. JR, thanks again.
Yo, thank you. Send us off with that.
Yeah?
No.
No. Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, don't finish off with the WJT.
All right.
Absolutely.
There goes that one. Right. Clarksville, please be safe this weekend.
I love
We need you. We need you. Okay, so thank you for allowing us, enabling us to tell your story.
Have a good holiday.
Right here on the Joe Padula Show.
Keep it classy.
JZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
Forget about it.
All right.
So you're trying to say I won't be getting any more free buffet coupons?
It
Yeah, I was like, hey, where's my berry? I mean, I rolled out like that without my glasses and my coupons.
I mean, I'm sure you've
Good
heard
thing
the
Chiefs
stories, but
think
like, I've been
Coming
around
to
like
125?
big musicians and like forget the words to their own song.
You're
It
like,
happens because you're
think about it,
throwing lyrics
feel-
around nonstop. And
Yeah.
you're thinking about it, and it's just.
it's like, it's such a neat song that I was like, this is like, these are the lines, these are the lines.
I'm trying to
And I
let
like
you
thought that, and I was like,
go.
oh, there it goes.
It's not,
Bless you, man.
but
I mean,
it's
there's
not
not that
about
much extra
forgetting,
room in there.
it's about how you respond.
Oh, I'm trying to run over
And you
people.
respond well. You're like, sorry guys, you know what? Here we go.
Yeah, back in
And that's what it's in. So, good shit.
Thanks.
Got it. Got it. Signed, sealed, delivered.
I'm
yours.
Yeah.
Great.
That's a
Thanks.
great jam.
That was choreographing a dance or something. I'm gonna use it for one of my little kids. Nice. It would have been money that I would send you that have their.
Oh, look at I mean, Shaq, why are you missing from that corner?
in the area. I feel like you want to come in.
All right, Lacey, come on in.
Correct, no phone number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They never asked me for my phone.
Sky, come on out.
You're next. You ain't getting away from